Time for the Monday talk time. Or virtual tea time.
I like the virtual tea time.
We don't have tea this time.
I got coffee.
We did coffee tonight.
We all did
and
coffee.
Water. Coffee and water.
Charmandolin's the only one that drinks water
I-
with her coffee. You have your prissy bitch water
I do.
because it's got flavor in it.
Yeah, minerals added for taste is enough for me.
I need to start drinking that their smart water.
Coffee dehydrates you.
So, we got
a lot of stuff on the itinerary tonight.
Yeah, we'll cover as much as we can. Just some interesting tidbits.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to start off with what we've been up to. Britt, how was your week? What'd you do since Monday?
Babysat.
Mm-hmm.
Worked on my squares.
Plug your blog. Insert.
Yeah, right.
What's it called?
Laniac Life.
On?
Wix.com.
We have a store for art stuffs. Check it out.
Cannot purchase yet, but
Hopefully by the end of December. That's our goal.
hopefully by the end of December. So
If there's stuff you want, if you want specific merch
Mm-hmm.
made,
we'll post the link to it on the YouTube when we archive.
yes,
How about
and
that?
there's also ways to insert links to the stream.
Don't know how to do that yet.
We're working on
we'll
it.
Figure that out.
We'll put links to that and the YouTube archive.
Yes.
Insert plug. And
Yes.
end plug?
Yes.
Okay. So
Sure.
you're currently working on, though,
8-bit Mario and 8-bit Luigi.
but they're bankies.
They're bankies.
Handmade bankies.
Yes.
I'm really excited to see when one is done,
Yes.
and then it could get more
I
complex
posted
or simpler from there.
I made a post today, and I posted an update on my Instagram.
Yes.
So,
Follow us on Instagram if you want.
yes.
It is Laniacs0472, I think. Or just Laniacs. I think it's Laniacs0472, though.
Well, it's got my actual name on there. Again, insert link here.
Insert plug.
Yes, sure.
So, did you play anything? Not much. Diablo, right?
Diablo. That's about it.
I only know this because I live with her.
Mm-hmm.
She played some Diablo.
I did.
Did some research, looking for news.
I did spend most of my week researching for tonight's blog.
This is more.
This iBlog. This is a podcast.
This is more Britt's baby than mine at this point, and that's okay with me because she's much better at planning.
I have time to plan. You do not.
I focus on the stream. She focuses on the podcast stream.
Correct.
So, did you watch anything cool? Anything new besides your regular updates, 911, and all that stuff?
No. Live PD finished. Saturday's live PD today.
Nice.
So.
Nothing crazy. Oh, we got access to Disney Plus. We're not going to touch on the news stuff on that yet, but what are your thoughts on Disney Plus, Britt? Just the thoughts from your initial reaction from what we've tried.
It doesn't have quite everything that I thought it would.
Stuff's being added.
Yeah.
There's dates.
But
it has a lot. It has a lot of stuff I didn't expect.
Right.
They have some of the shorts from the 40s, 50s onwards, which is crazy.
I had my Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
We had to watch Frozen when we babysat.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much a, you have no choice. It's fine.
Yeah.
I watched some of it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why this is funny sometimes.
I think Inside Out was the first thing I watched.
That was the very first thing you watched because, funny story. She was in the middle of that when I came home from work last week and I was finishing up with her and I'm all like, if those that haven't watched it, then sorry, you're behind the times. But the part where the main character, Riley, starts crying because she's so overwhelmed with her feelings, I always tear up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
it's an
embrace your depression,
Yeah.
It's such a weird, I'm already tearing up talking about it. I'm a big baby.
Yes, you are. But that's okay.
So,
We love you anyways, I guess.
Yeah.
You're the emotional side for both of us.
That's true.
If I had a tissue.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, we each kind of had our things that we first jumped to.
Mm-hmm.
You did that. I jumped to... What did I jump to first?
Your crazy Spanish...
Three Caballeros.
Yeah.
That's
I
weird...
can't never remember the name of that.
That's okay.
Never did watch that. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it was a weird spin-off. And then Peter Pan, because I hadn't seen that in years.
Yeah.
The 50s version. We watched Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Your big thing about Peter Pan is Tinkerbell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to touch on that. I realize now why cartoons are sexy to me. Because Tinkerbell was sexy AF. You know, she was like and she had the attitude to boot.
Mm-hmm.
Explains a lot to why I'm married to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever. There's not much more to elaborate on that than it makes a lot of sense why people my generation are like attracted sexually to cartoons.
Yeah, the females got stuck with Disney princesses.
Yeah, I mean, you know, those guys
High
are
expectations.
those guys are fancy AF, but you know, I got Tinkerbell with her short skirt and attitude. Like I watched that scene where she was stuck in the.
The lantern.
No, it was in the drawer in the nursery,
drawer.
and her ass is stuck in because she's thick AF. And I'm like, oh, and she's all stuck. Yeah, whatever, you know. I'm not getting into that psychology right now.
No, that's too much.
Think sexy AF.
End of story.
End of. Do I need to? No more to say there.
Yeah.
Just help me understand now, the way I am and why I am that way.
Right.
Which is concerning, but
Yes.
whatever. Anyway, Disney Plus, we had no problems running it.
No.
A lot of people did, I guess. We'll get that in the news, but so far, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not bad. I mean, we'll cover more of that in a bit. But, so what else? Anything else of note?
Nothing.
Okay. That's fine.
Nothing of note.
Okay.
On to
What about you, Charmandolin? AKA
your week?
the Mandy.
Pretty good. Everybody knows Pokemon released.
Yes.
I also bought it.
Gotta buy it. You're Pokemon. You're the resident Pokemon geek.
She's our resident Nintendo dork.
Yes.
Bright with pride.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Shield, but I really do like it. One thing that was like really enjoyable, the teams actually level together. Like the Pokemon don't like you don't have to
Individually play it?
level up. And I totally forgot that that was like a thing Pokemon did because I've been playing Monster Hunter Stories because I'm a geek and I like the chibi one better.
We embrace that here, man.
Fight me, it's kawaii.
Right?
Cries.
Uh-oh!
Cries in the corner.
We have a visitor.
Who dat?
Plus, hello, Beach.
It's Beej. It's the Beej.
Yes.
Hi, Beej.
What's up?
There's one of two.
I think,
What is today? Today's Tuesday.
It is Monday, dude.
It is Monday. Jesus.
So, initial reactions. Pretty pleased with Pokemon Shield?
Yeah, like you can level up your team, you can accumulate money pretty quickly in the game, and early in the game, which is really cool.
What do you say?
It's a me.
It's a me. Yeah. I mean,
What do you think of Pokemon so far?
Yeah, Beej. What you got? What's your
You
initial
bought-
reaction as well?
Yeah, you bought both. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
The mechanics have changed drastically,
Yes.
from what I understand. So.
Why was that? You need to.
What's it say?
It says playing now, bitches.
Oh, why do we have to allow that?
I don't know. Obviously, we need to go fix our moderator
I don't think
settings.
that's.
And it's not. I must have like gotten removed as a moderator or something because it didn't pop up.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Love it, but the
Starters
suck.
What'd
You don't
think
like
of-
the starters, huh? Who'd you pick as your starter?
Oh my god, the name. Everybody's gonna like.
Is it which
smite
one
me.
is it?
It's like
You
the
can
little
read that one
emo water lizard because it's.
Oh, Depression Lizard.
Adorbs.
Yeah.
Is it
And
that
I'm
one?
a mess.
Yeah, Depression Lizard.
I
People
think it's
call
like
them.
Squabble. Am I pronouncing
Squabble.
it?
Yeah,
I
so
I have no idea.
the nice thing about this.
I think it has
Look
a.
at all those.
Grab
I
it.
forgot to show you that.
Thank you.
So.
The new Game Informer issue has all the scariest Pokemon.
I'm kind of indifferent though. Like, I know Pokemon has to keep like making new Pokemon to stay relevant for new games for the franchise.
Yeah.
But you know, I already know like I'll appreciate Pokemon for what they are, what they aren't. But I grew up with the earlier generations, like everybody else.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's like some cute ones, but I don't like love every single one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the little Stubble.
Sobble's cute for you. You started with Sobble too.
Hermosa.
Beej also started with Sobble. You don't like him.
No?
No, the starters, he's not a fan. That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean...
Everybody's got their... Yeah.
The funny thing about the news this week is the initial reactions to this game have been fucking all over the place. So.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add that you've noticed so far? I don't know how far you are.
I'm not too far. I only got my second badge, which is the water gym.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like how playable the storytelling is. I think it's pretty cute, you know, just for Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Evolution, the Dramamax, what is it called? The Super Evolution where the Pokemon grow like 500 times. It's okay. Like, I'm not like either or excited for it, but I do like just a different layout for a game. TBL, I wasn't too happy about.
About
I think,
what?
So every game has like that antag group.
Right,
the
so
big
like
bullies,
Rocket
Team
or Plasma or whatever.
But Team Yell is just...
They're called Team Yell?
They're called Team Yell, and they're just as embarrassing as like the previous thugs that we had in the last Pokemon game. But
yeah, fair enough.
Well,
I mean...
I'm still happy they're making Pokemon games because it doesn't matter. Whatever they make, I am going to buy because I'm a Nintendo dork.
That's okay.
That's
so
how I am.
that's a general reaction though, right? You're like, you're pretty pleased with it. You're you're getting out of it.
And the cool thing is, in the second like gym area, like the town, you get the luck incense, so you go by a stall that sells the incenses. But it's really nice to like, early in the game, you get a useful item. You don't have to like go through 6 gyms to get something useful, but you can buy the luck incense for like 11 grand. But you accumulate money quicker than I noticed than like older games, which I was pretty happy.
That's
about.
good.
Because I always hate like struggling for money in Pokemon.
Yeah,
Struggles.
I mean, grinding and doing that, you know.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far.
Good. Anything
worth the money?
Worth the money? Worth the 60?
So far, yes, but I'm not happy with like the increase of games because I am not rich, but
That's
I'll
how it
save
usually
up
goes.
for it.
Yeah, I mean...
It's like, no, $60, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take my money.
Yeah. Still says you're a moderator, hon.
I know, it didn't pop up on my phone. I don't
Interesting.
know what's going on with it.
It's weird.
Anyways.
Last few team kind of got lame, but it is fun. Yeah, okay. So, looks like Beej's initial reaction is also, yeah, it's pretty much what I expected and what I wanted. It meets the expectations. Cool. Anything else of note?
Nothing too much. Pokemon has pretty much dominated my week.
Okay. Cool.
We put in like 32 or something. Just for kicks and oh, much better.
There we go. Now we can read the
Nice.
chat like for everybody. You want to just leave this up anyway?
Sobble.
Yeah.
So,
Sobble.
cool. And, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I played a little. Let's start with small stuff. I played a little Dead by Daylight this week. They released Tier 2 of the archive with new goals. I haven't finished Tier 1, so I was having a fucking ridiculous time getting Survivor matches, and that's the goals I'm working on, so I didn't get very far. I think I played like maybe 3 matches in about a 2.5 hour period, so I wasn't too pleased about that.
Yeah.
But that happens. Sometimes the Survivor fortune gets flooded, and so there's not much I can do about that.
No.
But what do you do? So I tried. It didn't work out. I also played on a Sunday, which is when the flux of players is really high and the balance gets kind of shitty. But so I was working on that a little bit when I did play. I've been playing Spider-Man on stream still, and I'm having fun with that. We're at
51%.
51% of the game. We're going to try and get to 100 before the end of November.
Yes.
Yeah,
because that's on our tentative schedule. We should be... we should finish with Spider-Man on roughly the 30th of
Right.
November.
So, an FYI, while we're on the subject, Thanksgiving week is going to be not our usual stream days. We're going to change it up. Tuesday through Thursday, absolutely no streaming. Thanksgiving's on Thursday. We're going out of town on Tuesday. We'll be gone for a couple days. And then Friday night, we'll do our podcast stream on Monday.
Like normal.
Yep. And then we'll probably do a stream on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And then go from there. We'll probably be done because we still have, what's today? Monday? So we got tomorrow, Thursday.
We literally just got done talking about this.
That's true. So we got Tuesday, Thursday, and this Saturday still for Spider-Man.
And I think we're going to probably do a longer stream on Saturday.
Yeah, we had a pretty long one last time.
Yeah,
so
I think we went from
over 3 hours.
9 to midnight or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, we actually, I think Saturdays should be a longer stream regardless because...
it's when people are available to hang out more. So, we've been doing basically 10% progress every stream.
But I think if we're going to get done by the 30th, we need to
go up
try to do 15.
Yeah. So if we're at 51, that's technically 5 streams about. So
I think we factored in higher on Saturday.
Yeah.
Though.
So if we do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, that's 30 more percent. That puts us at 81. Mm-hmm. And then that would leave 2 more, which would be the Friday and Saturday after that.
Okay.
So that's about where we need to be.
Yeah.
We'll get it done. If we get done early, the next game that we're going to be lining up is Outlast.
Yes.
And that's a horror game. It's not very long, but it should be fun because I played the first half an hour a couple times. I just never got to finish it, so I'll be going in kind of blind.
Yeah.
And then...
That should be roughly a...
And it's not going to be straightforward.
2-day stream, 3-day stream?
Yeah, I think that's what we got on that.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be playing that straight through. We're going to start sprinkling in other games. The only reason we're doing Spider-Man all the way through is because I'm a freaking noob and I'll forget the controls if I take a break from it. So, and there's a lot to that, kind of. Not in a bad way either. But so we'll probably do whatever day we do it. It's not relevant at this time, but we'll do Outlast and we'll do Oddworld. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday just depends on what game we finish or don't finish. And we'll just see what happens. I think that's how we got it planned out. And then the schedule may change according to Black Friday deals we may pick up or not pick up. And so, so that's basically the schedule. It's not too effed up or anything right now.
Yeah. So, and if you guys have game suggestions...
We have a new feature on our page.
Yes.
On our home stream page. It is in the suggestion box.
Yes.
We probably won't be able to get to everything right away, considering we aren't able to stream everything right this minute that we have available, and we don't have a lot of money to just go buy games willy-nilly. But if you go to my channel page and then go underneath where the screen is, you will see something called a big banner, and it says suggestion box. So if you have things you want to see us play or change up or something, feel free to leave a comment.
Mute. There we go. Okay. Nope, I got it.
So it should be a big red box.
If my mouse would work correctly, I would be able to scroll down. Yeah, okay. Big red box. It says no suggestions left yet. Please go leave some.
None left. Get out of here.
You know what? My brain is...
There's no more room.
My brain is not.
So if you have suggestions for stream improvements, things you want to see, pretty much anything we're down to listen to for now.
Absolutely.
Okay, so feel free. What else did I do this week? I played the Spider-Man, having fun. People are enjoying that game and watching it, so that's great.
Yep.
So I'm glad people are enjoying it. That's awesome. Yes. It's just a bonus. I only play games I want to play. I don't play games I don't want to play because that's not fun for no one. And then, Disney Plus, initial reaction, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It works for what it is.
It's worth the $7. So, whatever.
Yeah.
Right now it is. For us, it is. It's fine. I mean, our daughter's not very interested in it.
It doesn't have Daniel Tiger.
No, she don't give a shit.
Watch it.
She's man. If it's not Daniel Tiger, she don't give a shit.
I have tried and tried.
She don't want anything else.
I tried Paw Patrol today, and she just totally looked at the TV and went,
"Nope,
absolutely not."
She's not into it, man.
No.
It has to be Daniel Tiger.
It's got to be Daniel Tiger or the Family Guy opening song.
Only the opening. So I started watching a new Family Guy before work this morning, and she heard it and what I would call baby sprinting.
Yeah.
Because she's crawling, and she crawled in here, peeked around the corner, and she was clapping, and she loves the music of Family Guy anytime.
She likes that big band.
She does. She likes the big band music. It's funny.
Yeah, music's done. She's out. She's gone.
Yeah, she doesn't absorb any after that. So
nope. That's why we're still
don't add us. We're good parents. we're good parents. Don't add us. Haven't really watched anything besides exploring Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Britt have decided to take on the daunting challenge of watching all the Marvel movies in chronological order before we finish with Endgame, which we haven't watched yet, and somehow avoided most spoilers except for one major one, but that's just, that was impossible.
Yeah.
So, whatever. We still haven't watched it all. So, that's what we're going to do before we watch Endgame, and as excited...
It might take us 3 years, but we'll get there.
Well, we'll get there. It'll take us probably around 4 months, I would imagine, based on how we roll with watching TV together.
Since we've started streaming, we don't hardly watch TV at all together.
I haven't been interested in watching anything. I mean, nothing's really captured my attention. It will take, like, forever, yes.
It'll be so worth it, though.
I mean, we're going to start with, and when we say chronologically, we don't mean by movie release date. We mean timeline. So we're going to start with Captain America and go from there. There's a list online you could find that tells you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're going to do for our own personal insanity.
Yes.
Because
I really wish I did that.
Well,
you still can.
It's better to do it.
We still can. We'll take Thursdays and watch a movie. We'll start on Thursdays.
So
the end.
Elfin.
Elfin.
Sorry. And then, so other than that, nothing crazy. But maybe it is first. We haven't watched it yet, buddy. So I'm not sure.
We haven't.
That's in the 90s. It takes place in the 90s, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong though. I'll have to look it up again. Since we haven't watched it yet, that's another one we haven't watched that's available, and we're excited to see. I heard it was pretty good. So we'll have to look up the list and we'll have a concise thing there.
Mm-hmm.
But we figured it'd be a fun little challenge since we have access to all the Marvel movies.
Yes.
And I think it'd be... it's been a long time since I've watched... And there's some I haven't even watched. Like Winter Soldier, I've never watched it. So...
No.
I haven't watched either new Spider-Man fully through. I watched bits and pieces of Homecoming, but that's it. And... what else haven't I watched? You keep getting kicked out. What the hell for? Well, behave. I'm just kidding. I don't know what's wrong. What's it doing?
I wonder if our internet's being buggy. Because their little box keeps going red.
Yeah, I mean...
We've been having some issues with our internet as of...
Yeah, it's only something we pay for.
2 weeks ago? Yeah, right. We paid freaking good money for it.
The bill was due yesterday. Did we send it out?
Good question. I'll check tomorrow. Even still, they don't shut you off within 24 hours of your bill being due.
No, they don't. I'm not sure what's going on, buddy. It's because you haven't gotten kicked out, have you? So on our end, so far it's been pretty good. So we'll have to see what happens.
Also interesting.
Keep us posted. There's nothing we could really do about that right now. I don't think, unless we can change. You have the mouse. Hun, go to settings and see if you can lower the stream quality a little bit, maybe. Because if you could lower the quality, since we're not doing anything graphically, we might be okay. Give us just a sec. I can't really see from here, so I don't know what you need. I don't think there's anything we can change right now. No.
I
don't know.
Usually we don't have... Our internet is being a little weird, so... It's going in and out, with quality. Like our upload speed's not great, you know?
Well, and it might also be my computer because...
Pull up your GPU.
My GPU?
It's up behind that. How are we at? What the hell? Maybe you should just close down Chrome entirely.
Yeah, there's 11 freaking tabs.
That's what's going on. Chrome's being a fucking asshole lately.
I'm about ready to just delete Chrome altogether.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, so when
Keep us posted now.
Yeah, when we get up to affiliate and start making money, we're buying a new computer.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because this computer is not cooperating.
Oh, yeah. This computer is like... Let's see. This computer is almost 4 years old, so... Just weird 1 minute, all listening and playing Pokemon, all of a sudden it closes. Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe we fixed it because the GPU was... The RAM was getting eaten up.
CPU. It's not a GPU.
It's a GUI.
It's not a GUI.
Well, technically, all these windows are GUIs. I know some stuff from school.
So...
We'll just have to monitor it, I suppose.
You know what's funny?
What's
it
up?
shows my CPU right down.
It does, yeah. That's what
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it's.
Interesting.
I think Chrome was just killing it. So it's probably.
Let me.
Why is it messing with? I mean, what are we at? 60 FPS?
Yeah. Let me keep. I'll screw with it. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, we'll keep going. So with that, we're gonna actually move into some interesting Pokemon tidbits here. I'm gonna start off with something that I didn't know. Confirmed. People eat Pokemon. Confirmed.
I don't know how that's even a thing, but...
Well, if you cut off a Slowpoke tail, it just grows back. So, in forever, food. Hunger crisis in Pokemon world, solved. You just keep eating, apparently. So I found that out. I thought that was interesting and weird. Better cook that Slowpoke tail and eat it up, I guess. It's like seafood, probably. I don't know. Weird.
There's something in Cherubi's, like, Pokedex entry.
Yeah, well, I'm like, Slowpoke tail is Pokemon aphrodisiac. Fuck, it's silly. So there's that. So I want to talk about an interesting thing going on with the Pokemon reception. I've seen a bunch of reactions, and it's all over the place. That is true. I've seen that before. I've seen Pokemon cut up other Pokemon and serve it to people, so...
Gross.
I think they did that in Pokemon Stadium in that little mini game. It's fine. I mean,
That's
just because
gross.
I mean, you can make a hermit. You can make any animal your pet, I suppose, but people are still gonna eat that kind of animal.
Yeah.
Hermit crabs.
Gross.
Pokemon morals.
Yeah, Pokemon morals. Oh, we're in the green again. Excellent.
It keeps bouncing back and forth. It'll go green, orange, red.
Our upload speed's all fucky.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Well, I found out that when internet service providers decide to slow down your service, they don't fuck with your download speed. They fuck with your upload speed.
Yeah.
So that makes it kind of a nightmare for people like us.
Yeah, because it won't stay green for more than a couple
And
seconds.
it could be our PC. So I mean, that is something we're going to be getting within a year. We're going to shoot for within a year.
Yeah. Well, I think I just need to do some...
We'll see. Some cleanup maybe too.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm
figure
going
it out.
to take all of our stream downloads and put them on a hard drive.
That probably will
External
help.
hard drive, yeah.
So, anyway, so there's that. The initial reaction to Pokemon. A lot of people are content with their purchase. Will you hand me that, Mandy?
You have one. No,
Oh.
you have
Oh, did
one.
you throw
I was
one?
giving that to her.
Oh, you did throw me
She
one.
wanted it.
Excuse me. You're good, Mandy.
Do you want
Keep
it?
that.
Okay.
What did I do with that?
It was little. I don't know what you did with it. I threw it.
Oh, I
at
bet,
you.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you did, man. Anyway.
Keyboard ate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
The reactions are interesting. A lot of people are content and happy that they have a new Pokemon game at all. That's good. That's the reactions I like to hear.
I'm curious as to how long it takes this generation to drop on Pokemon Go, though.
Pokemon Go fluctuates in an insane rate anyway, so it's weird.
I know. Because
So-
we're up to what? Gen 5?
5.
Pokego?
Mm-hmm.
So...
So, we'll see how long
and
it catches up to this
what
generation.
gen is this at this point?
7 or 8.
Yeah.
So,
Because honestly, I won't know hardly anything about these Pokemon until they hit PokeGo.
That's okay. Everyone plays Pokemon in different
I
ways.
didn't grow up watching Pokemon, so...
No, I barely did because and it wasn't that I wasn't interested. It's that I didn't have access to Pokemon. Most of the Pokemon stuff I ever encountered, like the most of any Pokemon game I remember playing before I was 18 years old, was one time I had a sleepover at a friend's house and he had Pokemon Stadium on the N64, and that's what we did.
Best.
So, I picked that game up when I was 22, 23,
Really?
at Hastings for $20, and then I realized I have a $200 emergency thing to sell after the fact, because that's how much they go for.
Really?
Yep.
Holy shit.
We're going to touch on that too, because that falls into the nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
So, the reactions to Pokemon Sword and Shield, sorry. That's going to take me, there's so much. Is a lot of people have actually petitioned for the game to stop being sold in North America because it did not meet their expectations. Because
I don't get that.
the big thing is Game Freak, the company that makes it, stated that they were redoing every Pokemon model in the game from the ground up, and it was data mined that wasn't actually true, so people feel cheated. That's ridiculous, because how often... kind of love how they kept Pokemon in Outer World, like Let's Go, instead of just walk around. That's a feature I think is cool, so you don't waste your time.
Yes.
Good point,
you
Beach.
still get exclamation points when they're there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose to run into them.
Right, and they're avoidable encounters. Like, you don't waste your time with the encounters you don't want.
Right.
The game definitely has a better flow than other games. It's not so...
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, are you going to give up your freaking... checking your shadow dithering, your imperfect shadows, and your non-actual models that were built from the ground up for that kind of feature? Mm-hmm. I feel like people are having a massive overreaction to a game. The problem is people are saying that's ridiculous, but they're never going to postpone a Pokemon game because there's too much merchandise. I see. Okay, and I mean, but that was the latest game before this, right? Am I mistaken? Sun and Moon?
I think so, yeah.
So, I can see why they're not happy about it, but, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think people would have been okay with a postpone on this game? I don't think so.
The people were so excited about the postpone for friggin' Sonic. All because he looked wrong.
Guess what? There's more frickin' stuff I saw on that today, and the point was brought up to me from another channel.
Uh-oh.
It's so interesting, because this falls into the crunching category, which I also wanted to touch on. Game crunching's big bad. You know, the poor people working on games.
What is game crunching?
Game crunching is you force your workers to work massive overtime, often unpaid overtime, to get a game out. So you got people that are going in at 6 in the morning and staying till 8 at night, or 10 at night, and then going back at 6 in the morning again
and
every
only getting
day.
paid for 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They did it with what, MK11?
MK11 was a big issue. Mm.
Wow.
So, you know, you can't have your cake and eat it too, in my mind. You can't... You want a good game, or do you want the game now?
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. And so people are, like, in an uproar about crunching, but I feel like if they postponed Pokemon, people would have been really upset. Yep. Because they didn't get their nostalgia right now. Yeah, that's right. They did that for Fallout 4, too. Man, you should join these streams more often,
I was
buddy.
just going to suggest that maybe next Monday we have a second guest
We
on.
might have to, but this is helpful, too. It, you know, because...
We'd also record it on, like, Saturday night and post it on Monday.
Yeah, there's different things we can do.
But...
Anyway, so...
having a couple guest stars would be kind of nice.
Yeah, kind of would be fun. So, I think... the crunching thing's a little ridiculous. People were really pleased that they got Sonic postponed to have it done right, so they didn't actually... In people's minds, they felt that the artists were being treated fairly, but what people don't realize is they have to crunch again to make it work. And it still doesn't look that great. I mean, it looks better, but it's...
Again, Sonic was...
It's a nostalgia moneymaker.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And Pokemon, I mean... How many kids out there buying Pokemon? A lot less than us adults, I can tell you that much. And so the nostalgia thing is kind of an issue in my mind because, and everyone's opinions differ on this thing, but I always think about this because, and this ties into Disney Plus. companies make money off of our nostalgia, and I don't know if that's healthy or not. It doesn't matter to me, I guess, because people are like, hey, you like what you like, and that's fine. If you want to spend your money. What do you mean by that, buddy?
Sonic.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I mean the thing
but
is,
with Disney Plus, the whole nostalgia thing. Look what they did with the first season. The ratio.
Oh yeah,
You actually
we'll cover that.
Tried to watch an episode of that.
Fox was acquired by Disney, I think a year ago or so. They put the entirety of The Simpsons on Disney Plus, and they changed the aspect ratio from the old school TV to fit the new one. And what it ended up doing was zooming in on every episode, so you only see a portion of the show.
Yeah, you only see like the top quarter of the screen.
And so all the background jokes are gone. It's damn near unwatchable. I couldn't watch it.
No.
I tried to watch it. I couldn't.
No. I don't think you got more than 3 minutes into the episode before you're like, screw this, I'm done.
Yeah. So
it can't be watched.
That's a huge gripe people had with Disney Plus, and they did say they're going to fix it next month in January.
In 2020.
In January, they're shooting to do it. So.
But there again, I'll bet they're crunching to do it.
They might be, but Disney's weird, unconfirmed crunching numbers because they have like an unlimited amount of resources. So who knows? I also don't know what kind of work it is entailed into changing an aspect ratio of an entire show. Probably a lot. I don't know if they have to do it by episode or what the hell. I guess we'll see. I bet words will come out.
Oh yeah.
But like,
I'm surprised we haven't seen more on it.
I like the new look of Sonic better than the old one. It's less creepy. When they gave him teeth, it was like pushing me over the edge of uncomfortability. I will admit. But people feel like they did a good job by getting something changed because they bitched hard enough, and that's fine. But people are like, they didn't crunch the artists this time. But they did. They did. They had to redo the whole movie, and and so it's a cake and eat it too thing again. So, if they changed Pokemon to get it all done, to their specifications that they claimed was going to happen, people would have been mad it got postponed, and then people would have got mad because crunching was happening, and there was no winning.
No.
I think people are overreacting a little bit in my mind, because you got your fun, kid tingle game, as I would call it. That sounds kind of weird.
Don't call it that again.
Out of context. Out of context. Shit. Anyway, that's my thought on the whole thing, basically. Fuck. God, just
moving on.
Fucking train wreck this fucking stream already.
It's not a good stream unless it's a train wreck.
So, anyway, I think that people... And then, so what's funny, that was right when it came out. I saw all these bitching. And then the last couple days, people were like, well, it's fine, though. And I'm like, well, people were signing petitions to send to the government to stop it because they were... I'm like, you could be doing a lot of different things with your time, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so there's that. And then people's initial reactions to Pokemon, though, overall, people like it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's a Pokemon game. I mean...
Tickles your cockles, right?
Yeah.
Cockles of your heart. Makes you warm inside. That's fine. That's what they're going for. So as long as that works, then so be it. So, let's touch on...
Don't touch.
Let's touch it hard. Let's talk about Don't Nod.
Don't Nod, yes.
Don't Nod Studios was the company that made Life is Strange and got blown up because of Life is Strange. We're probably going to jump around.
Yeah.
Because...
it's on one of those.
Yeah. But I'll start it off with saying Don't Nod is an indie company that got big back in 2014 or 14 or 15, I think 2015, because of Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Which was, by its commercial success, was quickly followed with a prequel called Life is Strange Before the Storm, further following the story of the original game. And then in the last year, they did Life is Strange 2, which Life is Strange was critically acclaimed because of their use of gay characters, but not making a big deal out of it. which is fine, and that's cool. It felt pretty authentic. Now they're getting more eyebrows raised because their next game, which is not a Life is Strange game, but it is a story narrative with their first with a confirmed transgender character. So it'll be interesting how they covered that, because they cover it pretty tastefully.
Yeah, I didn't look a whole lot into that one, and I don't know hardly anything about those games.
Well, they covered
Not yet.
basically teenage angst, sexuality, gay characters, as in, like, this is just how we, the word gay wasn't used, lesbian wasn't used, it was just a story. So, we'll see how that gets. I'm sure it'll do really well. They're a great company. Their voice acting is stellar.
Yeah, the rest of them seem to do just fine, so it'll be interesting to see how the reviews are for that one.
Yeah.
But
So, I played some Life is Strange. I watched more than I played of other people playing it because I couldn't buy it at the time. So,
eventually that'll be put on the list.
I would like to play it through. I'd actually like Britt to take the helm of that, since she hasn't seen a playthrough. It'd be more interesting, I think. So that'd be fun. It's on the docket. So, Eventually. So don't nod. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I suppose you guys are doing well.
Yeah.
So, they're really good at covering stories and not focusing on issues as much as, the story's more about teen angst and a mystery.
Well, I'm curious as to how this one plays out based on reading the overview of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, getting lost, getting put in a coma.
Are you talking about Life is Strange 2?
Yeah, the newest edition coming out, December 3rd? Is that what that says?
I think that's episode 5, isn't
Yeah.
it? So that's wrapping up. That one's pretty interesting because it just tells the story of a couple brothers who are...
Yeah, it's the brothers from the original, I think, is what that said.
They weren't in the
Sean.
original game. Life is Strange 2 is a different story completely from the rest of the games they've made. But it does take place after that in the same state. I'm not sure if that's relevant because I haven't played it. I don't know if they run across, Arcadia Bay was the setting of the first story, so it would be interesting if they went through Arcadia Bay after the storm.
Yeah.
After the little problem they had, so that might be, I don't know.
We'll have to play that through to get a little bit more information on it.
It's hard to get first, hands-on without being hands-on.
Yeah.
So, I'm jumping all over the place, but why don't you go back to the first page and kind of read off what we got going. I know, I jumped into that right away, but...
Closed out again. What the heck is going on? I can't change any
There's nothing we
FPS.
can do about that. I don't know if it's just a connection thing. The stream hasn't died, so...
That's the plus side. I think maybe I think you're dropping out when we hit the low end of...
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah. So what's first on that page?
Shenmue
3.
What's the release date of Shenmue 3?
19th?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
This month.
Tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
So I played Shenmue 2 first when I was a kid on the original Xbox.
Yes.
I was intrigued by it because it was ambitious. Shenmue 1 was ambitious. Again, I'm not going to cover the entire history of the game, but thank you.
So Shenmue is actually very pretty and was very much...
It was one of the most... It was a Save Sega moment from creator...
Oh, hey, somebody's on my blog.
I think
That's
Suzuki...
exciting.
Yeah, really?
So, yeah.
Good.
So if you open that Game Informer that you got, it'll give you the full article because I know you don't know much about it.
I don't.
So this is the beauty of having Game Informer back.
Yay. So, Shenmue's an open world vengeance, but the interesting thing about it is Suzuki decided to make everyday mundane things a main part of the game.
Yes.
For example, when you run out of money, you have to go to work.
Yep.
You gotta carry crates and run forklifts and do shit like that. You also end up spending most of your money on gotcha vending machines in Japan and stuff. So it was originally made on the Dreamcast, and they pushed the graphical things of the Dreamcast to the max for that shit.
So here, watch
It's
this,
beautiful.
and this shows a little bit of the gameplay of it. Ooh! I turned down my volume. My bad. He did a lot of things.
The creator determined the blood type for all 250 plus NPCs.
Yes.
So that just gives.
Which is friggin' insane.
He also took data from weather in the 80s, which is when this takes place, and put it in the game, the weather patterns for the day.
Yep.
Because it goes on a calendar every day. It's interesting how much work they put into this. So, it took over 10 years for Shenmue 3 to come out. He couldn't get funding from Sega or anybody, I think. So he put it on Kickstarter, and within a very short amount of time, got to $6 million.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most expensive game pretty much made of all time, the first one. Because if you
There's various reports, because there's a couple sites that say $70 million to make this game.
It probably is accurate.
But then I see others that say 15.
Yeah, it's, who knows.
So there's not a 100%.
They're just very expensive games.
Oh my god.
And
it makes sense as to why they're so expensive,
mm-hmm.
because they are beautiful. They are
interactive.
very well thought out.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much detail in them. It's ridiculous.
And we're not going to see the story end anytime soon.
No.
So I think he's really hoping that 3 gets the eyebrows raised again.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Beautiful.
So, when we get an Elgato, it's going to be on the channel.
Yes.
And it's going to be boring to some.
We were supposed to start Shenmue 1
A month ago almost. 2 weeks ago.
streaming on the Xbox.
Is a fucking nightmare.
It is.
With a mic. With a USB mic. And we weren't going to go spend $40 for the special hookup bullshit you needed to do and more wires when we could just buy an Elgato for that much.
Yeah.
So.
Thus, Spider-Man.
Yep.
So once we get that Elgato, I think Shenmue will probably be the first one played.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm excited for.
Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Yes. I think Shenmue's gonna have some really big, really amazing reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Be
new to the fandom. I'm excited for that.
Yes.
So here's an interesting thing, and it's not exactly a new thing, but the intention is different. The Veil.
Yes. I'm so excited for that.
So the Veil is a game coming out in 2020. It's intended to cater to visually impaired and blind players. It's a total. It has no visuals.
Your screen is literally black.
It's black. It's all sound. And feedback from that.
Yeah. Haptic feedback.
It's a story-driven RPG. It's about 5 hours long, and they consulted with the Canadian National Institute for the Blind in the making of it. It's scheduled to release in 2020. It'll be really interesting. We saw some footage of it, or lack thereof, but it'll be interesting.
I'm gonna if we decide to play it, I'm not gonna be able to look at the screen at all because it's got dots floating.
Yeah, I mean it's just kind of got little things to do.
And it's hard to
thing
stare
is
at that screen because it's almost.
I would like to
too much
stream
in a
it,
way.
but I don't know if it's streamable. Like in the sense that.
I don't know what platforms it's coming out on.
Well, we don't know what I know it's coming out on Steam. I don't know if it's coming out on anything else, and since it's all audio, it's going to be hard to commentate on.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I would like to try it, or at least stay on it.
Yeah.
Story-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, that falls for blind players, so that's really neat. That kind of falls in line with probably one of the cooler things Xbox has ever done, which was create the adaptive controller that you can entirely program for handicapped players.
Have you seen that yet? Oh.
Show a picture of that.
Yep.
So, we wanted to touch on that and how cool that is. It's pretty neat. And we're going to go on the opposite end of that and talk about Blair Witch, which was released August 30th on the One and PC. Bombed. Shocker. A fucking game based on a found footage movie. Bombed.
I didn't really bomb because people were really impressed with the graphics. Though.
Right. I mean, people were...
That was about the only plus side that I saw, so, I mean, I guess you could say that it bombed.
Bluebird Team made it, is the thing. And their stories for horror are fantastic. They're the people that made Layers of Fear. And they're pretty games. They're put a lot of work into that. The problem is...
So, yeah, you can lay that controller
people
flat
claimed it wasn't scary.
And people that don't have full range of motion
It wasn't scary. There's no replay value. You can get multiple endings, but it's not enough to, I mean, like I said, I think they were probably hired to do this project and probably had their hands tied in a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said to Britt last night when we were talking about it, it's like making a fucking game about paranormal activity.
Which
Same
is stupid.
thing. It's just not, I don't think it's good game fodder.
They should stick with their movies and call it good there.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So,
my mom, when we first watched Blair Witch, my mom was like, get out your blankies, get your popcorn, hold each other's hands. You guys are going to be so scared.
mm-hmm.
And she was giggling the whole time, and I should have known something was up because it was the dumbest movie I've ever watched.
Mm.
I was about 10, maybe 15 minutes into it, and I'm like, turn this off. I'm done. I'm going back to my bed. This is ridiculous. This is stupid. Got my popcorn for nothing.
Well, popcorn's
amazing.
popcorn.
But.
So, yeah. Not much to say about that other than the company's amazing, and either they really dropped the ball or their hands were tied.
I bet their hands were tied.
I bet that's probably what it is, but whatever. Age of Empires 2 Remastered came out. Everyone loves it. Kotaku says it kicks ass. That's an exact quote. You get a Steam discount if you already own the game.
Yes.
So I have to activate mine. You get 25% off, so I gotta go buy that by the end of this month or next month. I'm gonna do it.
I meant to look that up and I forgot.
We'll do it. Anyway, so that happened, and they're working on 3 and 4. Yay! Love that game. That's my nostalgia tickle right there. Come back to that. So...
Age of Empires.
The one we just talked about? Yeah, Age of Empires 2.
So I think that one's available on all platforms now. Or just Xbox, I can't remember. But it's essentially $15 if you already own it on Steam. Which we both do. So... It's a really, really fun point-and-click...
RTS.
Yes.
Real-time strategy. You like that? Did you play that too, Beach? That game's awesome.
It
They
is.
added so much more content, and they remastered it. It looks pretty.
After watching a couple people stream it on Twitch, it's definitely worth it.
It's not that much either, really.
No.
So, Anthem was probably earlier this year's big bomb. I'd compare to Fallout 76, because they did a bad time. They're overhauling the entire game.
Yep.
So hopefully it's better, because people were really excited.
Well, based on... I don't know if it's on Switch.
Dude, you should check. It might be. They might have put it on Switch. I mean, everything's getting ported to Switch anymore. You should check. Check the store. Right now, and tell us.
Right this
Do it now.
minute.
I don't care who you're battling right now.
Get it
Hit
done.
that pause shit and check the store. It's fine. Just get back to us and let us know. It's fine.
So, the article that I read about Anthem was very positive. I can't remember if it was PC Gamer or IGN.
Okay.
I should have written it down. But they were very positive in the whole reworking.
Well, at least they're taking the time to do it, because if they don't, they wasted a lot of years and a lot of time. And BioWare's, which is a fantastic company on reality and made some stellar games, BioWare's reputation is on the line, so they better get their shit together to fix it, because no one wants to see BioWare fuck up.
That'll be a bad day.
It'd be a bad time. There are things that you can buy extra on your PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation Now and PlayStation Xbox Pass. So they're games that you could buy and you could stream them to your console. So you're kind of like renting them. And I guess the Xbox Game Pass has added 50 new titles.
Mm-hmm.
They're adding Yakuza, which is a big deal for people. I haven't got to play Yakuza. It looks great. I can't wait to try it. So, Yakuza's great. And that was always on PlayStation because it was a Japanese game.
Yeah.
So, that'll be cool. They showed some things at the Xbox Expo thing they do every year. Rare came out with a new game called Everwild. I know nothing about it yet. I'm going to look into that a little more. I'm sure it'll get covered in the Game Informer next month.
Yeah,
that keeps
probably.
us up to date. But Don't Nods. Oh, their new game with the transgender character is called Tell Me Why. He's a transgender man from Alaska. So, that'll be interesting to see where they take that. I mean,
they didn't really have much more information on it.
that's all they need to. I mean, they're like, yeah, this is the main character, so you know how they are. They just it's more about the story than anything. So don't read too much into it. I don't remember what website you read this on, but you have a note here, honey, that says proofread your fucking articles.
Fucking Xbox. Straight from their goddamn website. There are so many grammatical errors. I about threw my fucking computer. I was so mad. I was on the phone with him reading these articles, and I'm like, how about you put a space there? How about you can spell that correctly? How about you put a comma there? Maybe make this a new paragraph because this is now line 30. I was pissed. Yes. Pissed.
Get your shit together, Xbox.
Because, seriously, you're a huge company and you can't even put Grammarly on your people's computers to, I don't know, proofread.
Why would you do that?
Because, I don't know, it's easy.
Is that a good example for the kids?
No freaking kidding. I was not happy. It was a bad time.
I
Not your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea.
Not her cup of tea. You know what else ain't my cup of tea? The Google Stadia.
No.
So I don't have a lot to say about that new besides people kind of like the controller. It's like a mix of the PlayStation and Xbox gamepad. And it's the only physical component that you need to own besides a computer. Or a phone.
And maybe some internet access.
Oh, maybe you need to be plugged straight into the fucking giant machine that they have that makes internet.
Maybe.
Because according to a small thing I saw on Twitter, so it's unconfirmed, apparently even in full optimal stuff, it still plays like shit. Who'd have thought?
Shocker.
We'll see if that's even whatever.
Bombed.
And this is just a funny side note. Congressman Woman Cortez plays League of Legends, and apparently she's pretty good.
That was. I was looking for articles, and that was right on.
This is
top.
from PC Gamer, and PC Gamer has some good shit. Example. This is another favorite one you came up with. So this guy who makes mods,
Oh my God.
he got super drunk, and he made beautiful Skyrim textures, and found out, quote, rum induces mountains, end quote.
Yes.
So some people
If
do
you
their
ever
best
want-
work when they're drunk or stoned or whatever. I mean, okay, creativity comes from different places. So
Yes, please.
shit's legit, bro.
Dude,
Reminds me of a friend of mine that gets drunk and buys stuff on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of my favorite buddies.
Yep.
He's like, I don't even know what I bought. It's like Christmas to myself every week.
Right.
I'm like, that's actually.
I'm sure
pretty...
his wife put the kibosh on that. Put a little parental lock
I would,
on Amazon. Oh, I would.
but
Parental
maybe not.
locks
Maybe she
everywhere.
got shit too. I don't know. I haven't talked to him for a while, so hey, I mean, if you're gonna do drunk ordering, buddy, if you're watching this, make sure to add something for your wife so she get mad at you.
No kidding.
Jedi Fallen Order came out.
Watched our buddy stream that. Looks pretty good.
Our friend its_Deadpool streamed that last week. I can't remember what day. That's his channel. He's pretty funny. Go check him out. And so he streamed that. It was cool to watch.
Graphics are definitely
It's
really
fucking beautiful. It's got the actor, I can't remember his name, played
It's the Joker.
Played the Joker on Gotham, and he was one of the kids in the American version of Shameless. He's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good.
And they got his likeness.
Oh,
Perfect.
spot on, and he does a stellar job in the game so far.
The little bit that we've seen.
Yeah.
What, 4 hours that he did?
Yep.
That was his long stream.
So it was good. It's
Yeah.
definitely Dark Souls meets Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
So it's really good. The story's pretty good so far. We haven't seen a ton of it. The skill tree's amazing and simple. The creature designs are fantastic, considering you start out fighting creatures most of the time.
Those toads, though.
Oh, those toads fucked him up, man. Poor guy. We feel bad. It's okay, Chris.
Some of those creatures are a bit overpowered.
So I found out he got the double-sided lightsaber early on accident. Because he went to the second planet that you could explore. That's an optional planet you don't have to go to. I was going to tell him this on the phone today. I forgot. So he got double-sided lightsaber a little earlier than most, if you played chronologically.
Can he hide that one in his anal cavity as well?
Yes.
Perfect.
So when he opens his mouth, there's a glow.
Oh, that's even better.
And then the bottom's just got it out there.
It's just dangling.
And it's orange and questionable what he ate last night.
We should have showed you that clip before we started, because now you're completely lost, aren't you?
Well, he's like, okay, so we know this guy's a Jedi. Where's his lightsaber? I bet, and he walks like he has something up his ass, so I bet that's where he keeps it for safekeeping in case he gets caught.
Yeah. And then
it turns out,
cutscenes later.
It kind of looked like he pulled it from there, yeah.
Because he's all reaching back behind his cloak
to
pull it out.
But it didn't show a lightsaber there, so and then you hear a... you didn't actually hear that, but, might as well. So...
Gross. You made that sound all too well.
Dead.
Yeah, right. Hashtag dead.
So that game's cool. I haven't bought it. Probably won't for a while because I don't have money for it, but it's cool. Wow, we sped through this a little faster than I anticipated. Because there's not a lot to say because we haven't got to touch most of this stuff.
So, here.
They fixed Zubat.
They did fix Zubat. Here, honey.
What you got? Ooh, okay. So, let's talk about Death Stranding.
Yes.
Do you know what Death Stranding is, Mandy?
I do not.
Norman Reedus and his fetus.
Norman Reedus and his fetus.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Oh,
yes.
The latest
that one.
Hideo Kojima game looks... We watched some footage of it. We didn't buy it yet. Because I was like, I want to make sure. And you got your shoulder buttons that control your balance and your weight. You're a postman.
Yeah.
You're a mailman in the post-apocalypse.
You have to make sure that you carry your balance correctly, or you will topple over and drop your load.
Yeah, because you're carrying upwards of like 50 kilos of stuff on your back, and it's crazy. It's a crazy fucking ride. It looks like. I can't wait to try it. Actually, I can't say more about it because I haven't touched it, and the story's fucking bananas. But that's Kojima for you. So, that looks pretty interesting. Beej, did you buy Link's Awakening yet? The remaster? If so...
Did you? Or are you going to?
I'm going to.
Yeah?
I mean,
when I get money.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that everybody's problem?
Yeah. Games are spendy.
They take a lot to make, so I get why they're expensive, but...
At least the standard hasn't gone up much.
Yeah.
So... Another game we watched our buddy's stream was Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I played the one before that a couple years ago. It was really good. Really fun. Fun to play. It's not much to talk about, besides it's pretty good.
Definitely hack the turrets.
Always. Remember that, buddy.
He got it. He loves it.
It's adorable, too, isn't it, Beach? I think it's fantastic looking.
I haven't seen any gameplay of it yet, but...
It's fucking cute.
If it's anything like the others.
Reminds me more of Wind Waker.
Really? Breath of the Wild is also an awesome game.
Yes. 2's starting to get talked about again because it's creeping up when they're going to release it, I'm sure. I bet that'll be next year. Maybe not, though. You know how Nintendo is. They take their time. Most of the time.
Cough, cough, Animal Crossing, cough, cough.
Ah, they ain't fucking... Man, they know if they fuck that up, they're gonna get big buku trouble.
And I'm not salty about it.
No!
No.
At least it'll be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's a good indicator that it'll be just fine.
That's okay, it gives me time to save. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. So that'll be neato. Nothing crazy in the news besides some releases and some looks.
Christmas time next year because of PS5.
What?
Are they putting Breath of the Wild on PS5? Or are they competing with the PS5 with that release? I doubt they would, but what do I know? I've never thought that Nintendo would take third-party ports.
Mm-mm.
So, I mean,
No,
when I
that's
saw that
kinda
started
nuts.
happening, I pretty much shit my pants all over.
Right.
I hope you like the background noise of page turning.
Yes.
I hope it adds to the ambiance. The ambience.
Should we even touch on Wizards Unite now that it's been out for a minute?
I haven't
Animal
played it
Crossing
enough.
will be like Harvest Moon.
I'd say it falls into the category of Harvest Moon.
Ooh, Mandy perked.
What is that?
I mean, that could be bad or good. I don't know. No Zelda on Switch.
What?
On the store? I did hear something about Animal Crossing kind of being like the Harvest Moon game, or kind of like Pocket Camp.
Oh.
So I
Pocket
think
Camp wasn't bad. I played that for a
Yeah.
hot minute. It was cute. It was fine.
Yes.
It's minimal. It's minimal to what you can do in compared to past Animal Crossing games. And I know you haven't played any.
Mm-mm.
If it's like Harvest Moon, would that mean it's a lot like Stardew Valley?
maybe, but not like with like the character building or the family building or anything
okay.
like that. But it's more so like gathering materials, which I kind of think they tested with Pocket Camp.
That would
so
make sense.
It also kind of helped them get some like publicity or like to kind of check like the fandom waters. But like we're
Yeah.
really excited for Animal Crossing, guys.
Even if it's
We
not
exist.
holding up to the old expectations, trying something new won't necessarily be a bad thing.
But I hear they get to create like tools and actually use materials like they did in Pocket Camp. So I do kind of see how they would reference it to Harvest Moon.
Yeah, I mean, if they're, I mean, you gotta have some crafting nowadays, right? I mean, to do anything pretty much. So,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So there's that. I think we'll call that part good. So, I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think about making money on nostalgia? Is that like a problem or not? Do you think it's a cheap way to make money, or is it okay?
I definitely think it does have the potential to be a problem.
Yeah.
That's true. Of course, I can't say anything. I bought Resident Evil 4 1, 2, 3 or 4 times. Well, yeah, of course. Minecraft, I mean, what's his name made that, and he didn't even realize how big of a gold mine he sat on. He only made billions from it.
Only. Yeah.
Freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think... I don't know, I bought Resident Evil 4 so many times, but this is because I like the game. I didn't play it when I was a kid. I finished my first run-through of it when I was in my 20s. It's just a good game. I don't know.
We'll stream that game eventually.
Yeah, it's just fun for me to play. It's fun. I enjoy it. Resident Evil series is killer.
Should we buy it again for the GameCube?
If I find it on the GameCube,
I want Monkey Ball, dude.
Oh, that was a
GameCube
best.
games are hard and rare to find.
I remember when I paid $40 for a new GameCube game.
Right.
I remember when my cousin got the GameCube and I was like, this is stupid, because I was young and ignorant. And then I realized, and it's funny because you don't realize how much money this stuff's going to be worth later. So becoming a console collector's been and you know what's funny? I don't think I paid more than $15 or $20 per vintage console or game, and they're worth so much more.
Wrong.
Oh, no. I paid $100 for my original Nintendo Entertainment System with the Zapper and game in the box. It wasn't sealed, but the box came with it, and the box is worth that much alone, I bet. I didn't do research because it doesn't matter, and I'm not going to sell it.
Sentimental.
Yes, it's just cool because you don't see those boxes are gone. Like they're gone. Oh yeah, next time we go to Spokane, I don't know when that is. We're gonna go there. There's a store like that in the Bozeman Mall now. Beesh. I guess it's not quite like Game World, but Game World is awesome. They have all kinds of vintage games from every. I went and visited it once about 2 years ago, when I went to Spokane on a random weekend. You were in Utah. You're a stream hog, dog.
Yeah.
So, That's cool. And then there's that new store that. So if we go into town.
I think we probably will on Tuesday. I'm down for a rando Spokane trip or a rando Bozo trip.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
Works, Game World's awesome. I walked in there and I left after about 10 minutes because I realized I would be broke.
Yeah.
So
speaking of that, why don't we jump back to the cons that we were talking about going to?
That's something else I was going to see if you
areas.
guys want to talk about was conventions / cosplays, that kind of thing, because we're all into that. Obviously Charmandolin's the winner here.
You can borrow the monkey ball games! Yes!
I don't have any controllers, but I do have a GameCube. I also don't have a memory card for the GameCube. Finding a GameCube... You know where I found the GameCube at? Goodwill for $20.
Nice.
Goodwill saves the day again.
You guys wait. I'm going to own every Nintendo 64 color variant. It'd be so cool to get the Pikachu one.
Yeah.
But that thing's worth about $3,000. So...
I'm not paying that much for it.
No. The fun is finding it in bargain stuff.
Unless we
And
make
yard sales.
millions off of Twitch, I'm not spending that much on a console.
Hell to the
Screw
no.
your nostalgia.
Even then, it's not nothing to do with my nostalgia as much as I'm just a greedy collector.
That's a good point where making money off of nostalgia, there is a line
Exactly.
that can be crossed. I think that's an excellent example of that. Because I believe a lot of people of the gaming community, or the majority of the gaming community, aren't made out of money.
Yes.
So let's be reasonable.
We have to go lose ourselves in these...
I understand if you know you have a rare console and you're putting it on eBay because you know it's worth that much. It's just, are you going to find the person that's really going to pay that much? Maybe.
That rich kid that is
There's that
a
guy.
hog.
There's a guy in I think it's Switzerland who has the most extensive gaming collection worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that's just him collecting over years.
Yeah.
And just, I think half the fun is finding them at yard sales. It's like that time I almost got into a fight with a 10-year-old over a red. I'm not fucking joking.
It was worth it.
I almost like, he was faster than me, so I got to give the kid kudos, and he spotted it before me, so he was on it, man. This was an original red Game Boy Color in a Pokemon pouch, zip-up case with Charmander on the front. So I knew it probably had Pokemon Red in it. And I was like, I spotted it from across the yard sale, and I started making a... You can't run at a yard sale, because everyone else is going to...
Why not?
Because everyone else is going to flock. You got to be nonchalant.
Yard sales are like Black Friday.
I know.
Are, though.
So
you gotta run
but
and
if someone
get it.
sees you running,
Everybody's going.
you're gonna cause a run on the bank, okay? So
He's 10 years old. Push him out of the way. You're bigger than him.
I had a moment when he sped past me. I stopped in my tracks and looked at this boy, ran over, grabbed it, picked it up, and took it straight up there. And I said, "I have faith in the next generation."
But you don't.
But I was still salty about it. So anyway, that's one example. Another example is I found a actually kind of rare console now at a yard sale, and I didn't even know it was. I picked it up. I paid $15 for this box of. I kind of. You don't want to look too interested at yard sales, right? Because people are like, the price just went up, So I kind of nonchalantly looked through like this box of Guitar Hero controllers, and I saw there was some advanced games in there, and there was a Game Boy Color, and there was, it was a teal Game Boy Color, and I'm like, okay, whatever, and I'm like, okay, whatever, and I'm like, so how much you want for this box? Can I take the whole? I'll just take the whole box, and I'll go through it at home, I'm like, so how much you want? They're like $15. I'm like, deal, take it home. There was like 30 Game Boy games, nothing of super value. There's some Mario games, whatever, and so there's a Game Boy Color in there, a Game Boy Advance, and a Game Boy Advance Mini.
I
Oh
want
my god.
I want my clear pink.
You had a clear pink one, not a purple.
Pink. And it had Kim Possible in it, and I want that back so bad.
I got a translucent pink Game Boy Advance for free.
What?
When I was at 12 years old, like, some rich kid, we we were friends, and her mom was like, "Oh, hey, if you want anything, you can have. Just take what you want." And we got 2 Game Boy Advance, an indigo, the classic indigo, and a translucent pink. It was just missing the battery cover, but I don't care. It was free.
Yeah. So I mean, the fact
You
that
should not have told me
I
that.
scooped up
Now I'm salty.
the Game Boy Advance Mini. It's only about. It's probably not. It's not. You know. It's only about. I want to say.
Palm, kind
I
of.
want one so bad.
I'd say 6 man-inches wide, and 2 inches tall, and it's not very big. And you charge it. It was. I remember when they first came out in Hastings when I was young, and I'm like, "That's cool." It was only out for about a year. So they're really, really rare.
Really?
And a gold one's really rare, but I just read this list the other day, so it's like, if you happen to have any of these, it's probably worth some money.
Oh, I've seen some of those, yeah.
Why don't you turn your chair?
No, I'm good. I'm too lazy. If we're being real here.
At least you're honest.
So, I mean, I'm a sucker for that. And then at the Mother's Day fair in town here, there was one of our local pawn shops had a booth, and they had a Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
I remember.
I didn't have the money. I know they didn't want much for it. They wanted $25.
We just had the baby.
In May?
She was still...
She was young still.
She was like not even 10 pounds, so she might as well have been a newbie.
Yeah, so I mean, I was like, I couldn't justify that purchase at that moment. I just didn't have a lot of money.
No.
If I had the money I have now, then I would have bought it.
Yeah.
And it came with Lion King. You know, infamous game of hardness.
Yeah.
Out of context, podcast quotes. So, you know, I'm always... We didn't hit up a lot of yard sales this year, but next year we will. Because that's where you find most of these treasures.
Mm-hmm.
I found an original PlayStation 2, the big one, at a Goodwill in Missoula 2 springs ago. And I picked that up for about $20. And it plays way better than the newer. Yeah, it's like...
I want the capture card to play my Xenosaga.
Those are cheap and easy to get.
Yes.
So that was also on the list.
And we managed to find, was it 1 and 2 or 2 and 3?
Just one.
At SoccerCon.
They had 1 and 3 available. One was $20 at SoccerCon 2 springs ago.
2018.
And...
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 springs ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we got the first one for $20. It was a good deal. And then they wanted like $80 for 3.
So I don't have 3 then.
No.
But guess who does have 3?
Cough, cough. So we will play that too.
So I have an itinerary to
She
take
has a...
from Mom and Dad's house on Thanksgiving week. You better find that!
If that's for real, my dear sister-in-law, you better find it. Because your sister's got her hopes up now.
I'm still salty.
We're probably not gonna for a couple years because, I mean, in all honesty, but
It's expensive.
For the 2 of us, I'll give you the number because I'm
Yeah.
not ashamed, but for just the 2 of us, before we had the baby, we spent $1,500 there, and that was just getting there, hotel room, food, and that left us about $200 to play with.
At least $1,300 minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
that was with the shitty hotel.
Yeah.
And you want to get in the good hotel, so you only have to walk there. Because don't get me wrong, public transit was an experience I think everyone should do, but it just took a long time to get there.
And especially that
Being
first
walking
day.
distance is so much better.
And you don't have to deal with
dramatic,
people that are
guys.
like, yeah.
Riding the public transit in your cosplay is rough.
It's rough because people
Especially if you're a gal.
Yeah.
especially
And
if
you're
you're
rocking your cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, I was wearing my big Crusader outfit, and people were like, "So what are you doing?" I'm like, "No one talks on this." So I noticed no one talks to each other on this
Yeah.
bus. So how about we keep to that?
Yeah.
Don't
You
talk
just
to
get
me.
it like nosy people. You
Yeah.
know?
So we probably
We're
But-
gonna stick to the surrounding area ones.
looping back to the original start of the conversation.
What?
Pulling back
My
around,
bad.
we're going to be going probably to at least the Helena Convention next year, next July, and then probably maybe MizCon for one day. It's hard to go because it's Memorial Day,
Yeah.
so and there's always somebody's got plans.
And we have jobs.
But we should probably be able to go one day. We could probably sacrifice a day.
Yeah.
So if we hit those 2, I'll be happy.
Helena will be really easy
Yeah, that'll be
to
cake.
do
I
the full
really
thing.
want to go to the Helena one.
Yeah.
At least.
That won't be a problem.
We have a place to stay
Mm-hmm.
for free, so Helena will be super easy.
Super
You
duper.
better find that Game Boy.
Please find it in your spare time.
Please make sure it's got Kim Possible in it, because I watched a couple episodes of Kim Possible on Disney Plus.
Oh, see,
That's
Britt found her nostalgia cockle tickle there.
cockle tickles.
Cockle tickles. That is my cup of tea. So, you know. We're not going to go heavy on cons. Cosplaying, funny enough,
Building is more fun
I've
than
had more
wearing.
fun making them than wearing them so far.
I had more fun watching you guys walk around in cosplay
Mm-hmm.
than I probably would have wearing it.
And that's totally a comfort zone
Yeah.
thing. It just depends on it. The Crusader, the only reason I did a Crusader one was the group kind of, you know, it was kind of a group cosplay, which was fine.
The
But-
more time you put into it, the more rewarding it
Yeah.
is.
And that's not really one I really wanted to do anyway, because it was a lot to get done in a short amount of time. So it wasn't what it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a couple compliments, and they're like, how long did this take you? I'm like, I only worked on it probably like night. I think it only, you know, actually, this year for cons, we're probably going to take Haley with us.
So
Because she would have fun with
They're
it.
friendly events.
Mhm.
They're
well,
very
they are,
nice.
yes, and there are plenty of cosplays that you can do as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
like
what I'm excited
Just like
for.
the group cosplay that we did with Diablo.
I want to go as Kimpachi. And I know Beej wants to do this too, but this was also a long time dream of mine. It'd be so fun when she gets a little older, when she's 2 or 3, to do the Lieutenant and Kimpachi from Bleach and put her on my shoulder.
Yes.
That's, of course, our friend Chris also has wanted to do that. That's like the dad-daughter goal of cosplays, because it's so cute and fun. But
The cool thing is you don't even have to like go super hardcore for cosplays. Like if
No.
it's like not what you do or out of your comfort zone, you know, people still have tons of fun even if they just dress up in their favorite like TV show T-shirts. Like
Exactly.
it's
And I'm
completely.
pretty sure that's what I did.
I had a lot
That's
of
a
fun the
comfort.
first year just wearing my leather jacket with my... I actually got way more compliments on that. I made a jacket, and I got more compliments on my jacket than anything else, because I made it actually got me to the Perler Bead art by accident when I made my Gyarados and put it on the back of a leather jacket, and was the biker sprite from Pokemon.
That's right.
And it was cool, and I have that jacket because that's a special jacket,
Yeah.
and it's cool. It's too small for me, funnily enough, but it was just right.
It's a women's like extra large.
It's so small. Actually, that's my Punisher jacket. Is a women's jacket.
Oh, that's right.
It's a
You
women's
searched.
trench coat,
You searched so hard for that.
and I
jacket.
found it and it fit. I was so happy.
Yeah.
From Goodwill. That was hunting for the stuff's half the fun. My
Yeah.
Punisher cosplay was so fun. I actually scared somebody at work, the new loss preventions person.
Yep, that was awesome.
And a good buddy of ours, honestly. He was chasing me around and he didn't know I worked there and I was in costume.
He was still new at that point.
He just started like that day.
Yeah.
And so he was following me around the store thinking I was just being really... I did look like a gunman
You
because
did.
I was
You
the
had
Punisher.
Big leather jacket. You had on
I had
your
a skull
gloves.
shirt and I had my gloves on, and this guy's like, what the... This guy's like dangerous. And so then eventually he wanders up to me, he's like, dude, your costume's the shit. I didn't even realize that you worked here. Oh my god, I was following you around. And
Well, he saw you up at the desk talking to me.
well, he figured it out after
Yeah.
a minute, but he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I saw you following me, and I didn't know you started here today. But
Comedy of errors.
welcome
right
to
there.
the Kmart fam, bro.
Yeah.
And
That's
he's a pretty cool guy. So it was funny. First time I met him. And that was just a Halloween costume, and that one was probably my best costume ever.
Yeah.
I would say. I shaved for that costume, and I probably won't ever shave for a
I don't think
costume
you've
again.
shaved since.
No. No. You guys don't need to see the babby face on me.
I have pictures. It's
Yeah, that's
not
good
the
enough for
best.
you.
It's not the best.
I kept asking Britt, I'm like, see, I'd love to cosplay as clean-shaven characters. Do they make ball caps for your faces? If not, they should. I bet I could make one. It probably wouldn't look right. I mean,
Take your...
chicks can draw awesome beards that look lifelike on themselves. Can't they do the opposite for me?
You could take and spray paint a face mask, skin color, and then just tuck your beard into it.
There's ways. I'm sure there's. I
You'd
bet you. I
You'd have a
bet
lumpy
you.
a lumpy chin, but
I bet I could find some badass.
fishnets or pantyhose.
Okay,
Do
maybe I don't need
pantyhose.
to. I was gonna say I bet I could find some badass bitch like
Tutorials.
tutorial lady, but why do I need that when I got Brit here?
Seriously, cut ear holes in your pantyhose, and just strap it on like a hairnet.
Cosplay life.
Hashtag cosplay life.
Maybe we should. Maybe that's what I'll put on the blog.
Some cosplay stuff.
Yeah, once we start cosplaying.
I'd like to make some.
Thank you.
Our friend Chris
You know what
made
I can
an
do?
excellent ring wraith costume.
I can have a
scratch.
second writer.
Sorry.
That's okay. You're good. It's important.
Yes.
Our friend Chris did an awesome ring wraith cosplay that he made from scratch, and it turned out amazing for
Is
Halloween.
that the one from this year?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So good job. He learned it from the same channel that an old friend of ours used to watch. Punish Props. They're great. So he learned how to make the gauntlet and made it in like really fast, and he did such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You bad, bro?" I'm like, "No, because you're better at me than stuff." So
Yeah, right.
it's cool. I was really impressed. And so, and you recently did your Halloween costume, which was
Gwen Stacy.
Gwen Stacy.
Like
We
a
still
cosplay to
have
make anything,
yet to
but-
see pictures.
I know. I'm sorry.
I mean, do you have a mask?
It did come with a mask. Yeah, I did. It
If-
was like an extra $15.
If you're shy, you can just do the mask for pictures and put
Yep.
them up.
One thing I didn't think about, I have to alter how the mask fits because I wear glasses.
Yeah.
So if it's a little strange.
Yeah, exactly. That old friend. But,
Stop.
Khaleesi, you hog, go lay down.
Ooh, slow head turn.
Don't get salty at me. Wait till we get a camera. Everyone's gonna see how big of a pain you are, but they're gonna be like, "Be nice to your dog." We're gonna get backlash.
Whatever.
Go lay down. So,
Butthead.
yeah, cosplay stuff to talk about and add to as we're going will be really fun.
Yeah, because,
Wasn't a lot for news this week. It looked like a lot of paper, but we got through it really fast.
note to self, fill up full notebook.
Yeah, we won't. There's probably some things that we'll be able to talk more about. Oh, I guess we could touch on Predator. We forgot about Predator. I skipped over it. Predator is a Predator Hunting Grounds PS4 exclusive.
Yes.
Asymmetrical game similar to Dead by Daylight. It's 4v1. One's a Predator, the other four
Or prey.
have to do the stuff and defeat the Predator. I have no idea how it works. I'm interested. I'm not a huge Predator fan by any means. I haven't even seen a Predator movie. You guys can yell at me if you want.
I have not seen any of them either.
I will get there.
I've seen the movies, just not the game.
Yeah, so I will get there. Don't at me, bro. What else could we talk about?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. So, our daughter really loves Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. I grew up watching Mr. Rogers. Did you
Mhm.
guys?
Kind of.
Did you watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood at all?
I did not.
Okay, so that's a PBS show.
Mm-hmm.
And we could fill you in a little bit. But this film is a biopic of Mr. Rogers and how important he was for children's development on television and stuff, played by Tom Hanks. And I kind of want to see that because...
It really
It's-
outlines
Yeah.
how he got PBS to start his show.
Yeah.
Oh,
How he
nice.
convinced...
Congress to get the funding to
Right.
do it. So it's pretty instrumental to children's education on television. So, and our daughter's super into the cartoon version, more or less, of
which
it.
is the original Daniel Tiger. It's his son. His name was Daniel on Mr. Rogers.
Was it?
I watched it this morning, trying to see if she would be interested in it.
Did you watch the black and white one or colored one?
And it was a colored one. PBS only has certain.
Oh,
Here, me.
I didn't even think to look that up on there.
There you go. So, yeah. Because it was actually, the title of said episode was Daniel and His Mistakes.
Basically, if you're not familiar, Mr. Rogers teaches children how to engage and deal appropriately with their feelings,
Yes.
their anger, their disappointments a lot, and how it's not a bad thing to be disappointed or fail or be bad at something.
Yes. And Daniel Tiger touches on that really well, actually, for the younger audience.
Yeah, it teaches you how to deal when your little sister's being a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's a baby, chill. Basically, that's one episode.
Mm-hmm.
Other stuff is like, I suck at this, and they're like, it's fine.
You're it's okay to feel angry.
Yeah, do your best, and you'll get better. Blah blah blah. Practice. Blah blah blah. It covers from going to the bathroom when you feel the need to.
When you have to go potty, stop and go right away.
Yeah, stop and go right away.
Seriously, I sing these little tunes in the freaking shower. It is ridiculous.
It's taken over our life, so it's become a big part of our life. So it covers from like when you feel the need to go potty, you need to do it, and then from that's one end of the spectrum. Then it covers all the way to, I got so mad at my friend and my mom that I almost hit them.
Yeah.
Like hard out of anger.
Well, the one episode, he is setting up fencing for his farm animals, and his sister crawls through and knocks down the gate, and he freaks out on her.
He almost yeeted his sister across the room.
Yeah.
Like he was so mad.
As he's lifting his fist, Mom comes running in the room and is like, you need to stop and think why she went through this opening. She was going for her stuffed animal, which was on the other side of this opening.
And you have to remember, she's 1. You know, Daniel's like 8 or 9.
No, he's 6.
He's 6. He doesn't age. He's
No,
6.
he doesn't age. It's a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, he's so, you know.
That's exactly what I put on when she's here.
Yep.
That's all they watch when she's here because that's
Every
they
kid,
all
they
three
all like
pay
it, buddy.
attention to it.
Yeah, when when your 2 are here with ours, they all love it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's something that I can set them in front of and know that they're going to learn something.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's not just junk.
No,
you know,
it's pretty too.
And it is pretty. Yes, it's pretty. You know, so don't, you know, and there's one of his friends is like mad at, like sing a little song in the middle of the episode, kind of like the tune, you know, the cartoon of the cartoon cutaway with the song.
His little ears wobble.
Yeah, his ears wobble. He's really excited about using his imagination.
Yes.
But in the song where he was about to yeet his sister across the room, there's a little cut of his friend Katerina. Listen to us. Wow, this podcast took a fucking...
Yeah, it did.
Anyway, so like her mom's like, come eat dinner, and she's like, I'm fucking busy, Mom, and she like walks up behind her mom and pulls her fist back, and I'm like, that little shit is about to punch her mom in the back of the head. I'm like, these kids have murderous tendencies.
Right.
But
so I'm a little conflicted on that episode though.
Right.
Because it does show them pulling their fist back, making that motion.
Right. I mean, if your kid's not violent to begin with, and they see that, they're like, should I be? Not always the case.
Capable of.
Yeah. What can I do? They don't want me to use my power.
Right.
I leveled up. You know. So, I mean, it's still a good one. If you need to show it to your kids, you probably should.
Here's how you deal with your anger.
Yeah. And they cover that on a different spectrum. That's like your max anger. There's other ones when you're like really frustrated about something, rather, or
they do a really good one on teaching you how to play well with other children.
Mm-hmm. Like how to come up with a solution to a problem.
Yeah.
So like this kid's like, I want to play dinosaurs, and this other kid's like, well, I want to play Explorer.
We're playing House.
Or House, and then everyone's like, well, what? Oh yeah, that's the older one of that, and then they're like, the teacher's like,
you need to figure Figure out a way to play together.
Yep. And so
they come to the conclusion that the dinosaur needs to stop roaring so loud
so the baby could sleep.
Yes.
It's just silly and cute, and it covers a lot of weird things. Like, what was the Halloween episode? Oh, the owl.
The biggest animation upset that show has had.
We showed it to you, actually.
Yes. Remember.
Yes.
For some reason, the owl wanted to be a fucking traffic light. You know, kids, they'll, you know, the biggest craze.
He's the adult of the children.
Well,
he's
the
kid
bookworm.
That's matured. Yeah.
So he's like, traffic light. I'm useful. Everyone else is like, I'm an explorer, or I'm a ballerina super mom bitch, or whatever.
Prince Wednesday is like, I'm gonna be a rock.
Yeah, he Charlie Browned it really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
He's like, you have to put the stamp in my book because rocks don't have arms. arms. And I'm like, you fucking prissy prince, bitch. Anyway.
So, in this, they're walking up the road, and they're stepping up onto the sidewalk, and the owl falls.
Right. So.
And breaks his traffic light.
In half.
In half.
On his chest.
He's literally got a little Z running down the lights.
Right. So before he falls, you could see where the animators put in the brake. And then he falls, and the brake's still there, so you could see where that little fuck up was. And I'm like, look, they fucked up, because my life is that kind of thing now.
Now, you actually pay attention to the visual aspect.
Oh, I watch the fuck out of it with her.
To it.
She listens. I'm watching it, like, with a fine-tooth comb, like, where are they going to fuck up? I found the only one fuck up so far.
And you're like, but see, you watch it with her when you first get up, so you're, like, zoned out.
I'm waking up. I'm watching.
Had any coffee.
I'm watching my daughter play while I watch this, because she ain't giving a fuck when she first. She's got to make sure all her stuff's where it's at, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, she does her rounds in the morning while I'm just like letting my breakfast essentials kick in and stuff. You know, I'm waking up. Anyway, Daniel Tiger's pretty.
Daniel Tiger is
pretty boss for kids, man.
Daniel Tiger is one that I would buy on DVD.
Probably will.
Because if I lose internet, that's the one thing I know she will pay attention to.
Yes.
Because we backed up all of our DVDs.
Yep, sure did. We don't use them anyway.
If I lose internet, I have to go digging out in the garage, and I really don't want to do that because it's a spider-infested mess.
Gross.
Yes.
Kill the fire.
What were we watching? Oh, Home Alone.
I was watching Home Alone today because it's Christmas time. And if it's too early, fuck you.
Fight me.
Yeah, fucking at me.
The scene where he's climbing up the shelves.
Oh, yeah.
Frickin' tarantula.
God.
Yeah. I noped.
I used that as a teachable moment for Haley because I was like, see what he's doing? And she looks at the screen. She's like, what are you fucking pointing at? She's only one, so she's like, okay. So she's looking.
Whatever, Dad.
And so I'm like, see what he's doing? Don't fucking do that because this will happen. And then he fucking falls and like dies. Basically.
He's all trapped underneath the
shelves. Yeah, she's all moving shit off of him. I'm like, no way that kid didn't have his... Whatever.
And this tarantula's looks like, bye!
Yeah, he fucking fucked right off.
I'm free! So then a couple scenes later, he's getting out of bed and the tarantula's like crawling around in the bedroom. I'm like, burn fucking house down. See?
Well,
Burn down my fucking she shed, man. I'm done. I don't do
I'm glad you read that because I'm like, she'd what?
There's no apostrophe there. It's a shed, man.
Burn down the she shed.
Burn down the
I think I just
shed.
found out new lingo for having sex with your wife. I'm
What?
gonna burn down your she shed.
Ouch. No, get the fuck out of here. That's not okay.
I think it's approved. It's already happening.
No, it's not.
That should be one of our T-shirts.
Who approved this?
I did.
No.
Burn down her she shed.
I'm the boss.
Exclamation
here.
point.
I'm not. No, get out of here, man. Jeez.
That's freaking awesome.
No, I think they're gonna make another commercial for her.
Like a good neighbor. I'm gonna burn down your she shed.
Somebody burn down my she shed.
It was a neighbor.
No, I think she's getting a she shed.
She shed. That's right.
She's a black woman, so I can't quite talk like her, but
you know.
she shed. Yeah, I think she's getting an upgraded she shed with her insurance money.
This fucking thing is a.
That
is how big. That's what I'm saying. You know.
No more babies.
Then you can, you know. Then you can throw in like that Nickelback song and be like "Burn It to the Ground" tonight in the background.
I hate Nickelback so much. I was so overplayed in my house. I'm sorry, Kendra. I know you're still listening, but I'm so bored of Nickelback.
I only like the ones where they talk
I
about
can't
sex and
handle it.
blowjobs. Right? That's a song they do, right?
Yeah.
They do a lot of sex stuff, and then they're like talking about how photographs are sad, and then they go from that.
Look at
and the
this graph.
Look at this photograph. It goes from look at this sad moment, and then they're like, that chick gave me a blowjob, was awesome. Goes straight to 10 on that album.
If you want to hear the worst, most pornographic song,
well, yeah.
it's called Porn Star.
Well, that's what?
Yeah, it's called Porn Star.
Oh.
Let me go look up the artist. Because
is it a thing of Rockstar? Is it like a spoof of Rockstar?
No. So it was actually played quite a lot in my house.
Featuring the lead singer from Nickelback, right?
Yes, featuring the lead singer from Nickelback. Yes.
Oh my god.
Who wrote it though? Who sung it?
Who sung that song?
I sung it.
Monday special. Who sung that?
Porn
song?
Star Dancing by My Darkest Days.
Okay.
That song played on repeat in my house.
I've heard that song
for years.
before. Alright, I know what
much.
you're talking about.
Oh
my
my
mom's
God.
like, don't tell anybody that we listen to this.
I'll take the spiders.
My Darkest Days. Yes. Beach knows what I'm talking about.
That's funny. What a fucking nerd.
But so, okay, Mom would...
You're such a...
Mom would let us listen to that song, but then Country Grammar would come on and she'd fast forward past the I don't know, it's the middle part of the song.
Oh, man.
She fast forwarded past it because it was the grossest part of the song. My mom was that mom. She'd let us listen to Porn Star Dancing, but then we'd skip
the worst of it.
Country Grammar.
It's like self-alleviating. You're like, I'm not that bad.
Yeah, right.
I do that too with some of the stuff I listen to with Haley around, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, we listen to this shit, and I'm like, you know, we listen to like Lil Dicky and shit, you know. And it's like,
I listen to Little Dicky.
you do listen to Lil Dicky. Drunk, faded, copyright infringement. Oh, Automod just... I have to approve this message because he's fucking... I thought we had that turned off. I don't care if they say fuck or bitch. We have to fix that.
No, I think
You must have turned it on just to see.
I was screwing with it, yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, well. You're just a fucking bundle of knowledge, aren't you, buddy?
I think
You are, actually.
next Monday we should probably have a second guest star.
We might have to. Let me see.
Broful! How you doing?
Frick. Flip!
Flippy flippies. Oh no,
I need
you
the
want
box.
you want that. Yeah, okay. That
Thank
one's
you.
empty.
Need the box. Flip!
Flip.
You're my wife, Roy! You're my wife!
I love that show. I'm really upset that it's no longer a thing.
It ran for a long time up to British standards.
Yes,
It's fine.
it did.
Frick! Hi, brothel. I was about to say, how are you doing, bro?
That is exactly why you were.
I was
created.
getting there, bro. I think you're a bro. I think, yeah, you are. You're a bro. I thought I was getting there, bro. Sorry, we're
Wow.
getting a lot of followers and I'm starting to mix them up.
Yeah.
So, sorry. I'm glad you could make it today. How are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. I am, well... You took the word...
Unfollow!
You took the
Way
word...
to go.
You took the word right out of Britt's mouth right there. You know.
You are just...
Yeah, well... You know.
Oh my goodness.
I know you probably just hopped on, bro, but, you know, this was a fucking train wreck of a podcast.
It was not that bad.
I don't know. I made some pretty awful jokes.
I don't know, we're talking about Porn Star Dancing. So
Porn star dancing,
we love...
blowjob songs,
Yeah. What other songs?
she shed burnins.
What other songs did we listen to on repeat that probably should not have left the house?
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness, too many.
I do that more now than when I was a kid, though. I listen to pretty clean music, you know. I wasn't like you. You were fucking deviant.
I'm not the one. My
Let's
mother's...
not lie, Ethan.
Huh? Okay, well.
No, my mom is the reason that we listened to that music because mom's mom. Like,
I'm not... Well, the nice thing is she actually listened to pretty good music.
you know what's funny though is Eminem's album.
He's
It's a
rumbling.
rap album because it's a rap album. See? I'm smarticle, man. No,
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch.
so when my cousin was living with us, he had the Eminem album. Mandy's over here dying.
Dead.
And Mom had to take the CD away because he listened to it on repeat in the basement, radio booming. She couldn't hear her TV show. That was the one and only album I think she took away from us.
And it was only because
Maybe
it was too
50
loud.
Cent. She wouldn't let us buy 50 Cent, which
Yeah.
I didn't really care about.
I
50
wasn't
Cent,
into 50 Cent. I wasn't allowed to listen to... My parents actually didn't let me listen to much growing up besides what they liked, and not that it's a bad thing. I just... Like, this says the mature thing. They didn't buy CDs anyway. What am I talking about?
We bought CDs because we had a friggin' bumpin' expedition.
Shit's
I miss
bumpin'.
that expedition so much. I miss those subwoofers.
Boom.
Seriously though, if you sat in that bench seat in the back, it was a fun time.
You figured out you were a woman early, huh?
No, I never sat back there. I always called captain's chairs, man.
You sit in that bench seat because then
No, you gotta
if you sit.
sit.
If you sit in that bench seat, you don't have to sit on the washer when you get home.
No, you always call the captain's chair so you can get in and out.
I guess I've always been kind of jealous of women.
Vegas Girl was a good one. That was a good one. That was a pretty dirty one. Breathe, lady, breathe!
Ugh.
I don't even remember what I was talking about now. What were we talking
What a
about? Oh, the
fucking-
captain's chairs. Always sit in the captain's
Was
chairs.
the
And
vibration
I always,
better?
No. I always
Okay.
claimed it was because I had the longest legs and couldn't sit back in the bench seat. Because my knees were up to my chest, and that's just not a fun time when you hit a bump. You pop things. So...
Tell me again this isn't a fucking train wreck of a stream. I want you to tell me that right now, because you'll be lying at your teeth.
It's getting there because we stopped talking about games.
Well, we covered all the news. We covered all we played. This isn't just a game stream. This is a life. You know, we cover all the stuff no one else wants to cover.
Dude, at the beginning, right before we hit the start recording button, we specifically said no personal topics, and yet here we are.
We know that shit ain't true.
You're a zoomer. What's a zoomer? What's a zoomer?
I don't know what that is.
Tell me what a zoomer is. I'm fascinated now. Do you go fath? You go fath? Really quick. Hey,
You're a weirdo.
pro tip.
Yes.
If you're an adolescent curl, sit in the bench seat. Turn that bass up. Oh, Gen Z. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's okay. I guess
We're skipping the whole boomer issue and we're going to zoomers.
we're going to zoomers. That's freaking... Yeah, you are... Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, we probably are talking about pretty outdated shit for you then, bro.
Yeah.
Are you old enough to listen to us say these things? Like, don't get in trouble. If that's the case, I don't know. Like, dang, bro.
Oh, hey.
Don't get caught.
So, Dad passed.
Okay,
What?
clarify, because no one wants to think he's dead.
Dad passed his kidney stone.
There you go. Oh, well, that's...
20. You really are a youngin'.
I totally thought you meant something else.
I'm only 6 years
Yeah.
older than
I wouldn't
you,
be
bro.
laughing if...
I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
I mean, I'm old, but to be fair, we chose to listen to older stuff than even our generation would have usually.
Dude, I'm still an 80s baby.
I didn't
at
listen to
heart.
my first Eminem song until I was probably 17.
Dude, I whooped
Yeah.
y'all's ass at the song quiz on the Amazon
You listened to
I
Alexa.
went
Alexa.
band again. That was fun.
That was fun. Get me into
We should
that.
turn that into a drinking game.
Oh,
my
dude.
And then the wine came out.
Gotta be the Arbor Mist, though. You want a wine drunk? Arbor Mist.
I mean, that could end well for me. I don't think it's gonna end well for you. You won't remember, it's fine.
I don't get hungover after I drink Arbor Mist.
No, but you black out.
I did not.
You can.
After like 8 bottles, maybe.
Oh my god.
Hey, you know what? I still have a pretty high tolerance when it comes to
It's
alcohol.
lowering over time.
That's because I am now an adult and don't drink anymore because I have sponsorbilities.
Sponsorbilities. Sponsorships and sponsorbilities. Jeez.
I didn't hear that because I turned my volume down on my phone.
Brothel. Because I want to make sure, because your username didn't match up with your stream name. You were one of the folks telling me the stories, the awkward stories, right? Last time I tuned into your stream, correct? Or are you someone else? I'm sorry, I want to clarify, because those were some good ass stories. If so, I want to make sure, because
Do tell. I want to hear some of these stories regardless. Yeah.
yeah. So was it your story or your buddy's story about the dog that died?
Oh!
I told my wife about it after the fact because that was some fucked up shit,
I
bro.
remember that.
That was great.
You're gonna have to tell Mandy though.
I'm not gonna share this publicly right now because it's not my story to share on stream, but I will probably tell my friend about it because it was some fucked up shit. Oh. Yeah, remember me telling you about how when I would work at Kmart, I'd accidentally start matching Canadian accents? Because it was a weird thing to make people like me, and then like they'd start matching their heavy Canadian accents, and they'd start looking at me like I was a fucking psycho.
You do that after you watch Letterkenny, and it drives me nuts.
No, I do now, but I mean before, it was just because I was talking to a person with an accent.
I know.
I did that to that, and I did it to a guy from Switzerland too, and I was like, I didn't even know I could talk like that by accident.
Dude, I went my whole sophomore year talking with an Irish accent, like.
And they believed you.
They did. It was my sophomore year. I'd already been there for a year, and everybody's like, "All right, your name's Renee, and you got an Irish accent now. All right, fine. Knew you, I guess."
They just fully
cool.
accepted it. It's fine.
Yeah. Whatever. I should have done it my freshman year and just kept it the whole 3 years I was at that school, but whatever.
Well, whatever. Did you stop in the junior year with the Irish accent?
I think I stopped like halfway through sophomore year because I got bored of it.
You're like, this isn't getting the response I anticipated.
Well, it was kind of hard to switch gears. Because, the bus ride was only like 20 minutes, so that's not enough time to decompress and get back into your regular home accent.
Home accent. As opposed to your school accent.
Hey, you know what? At school, you can be whatever you want to be.
You know what I was at school?
The loner.
Yeah.
I was that kid that ate my lunch in the library.
Me too.
I was too.
Me too.
See?
That's why we're all
We got a
friends.
connection.
Yep.
I was the one that spent my lunch hour trying to find ways to access sites I wasn't supposed to.
I don't think we would be sitting here had I met you in high school, honestly.
I'm pretty sure everybody was an asshole.
I don't know. I bet you would have clung to me because I was quiet. Probably thought I like.
No, because in high school I stayed away.
You stayed.
I stayed away from the quiet ones because I'm like, that motherfucker's gonna blow up my school. Little did I know, working at Kmart, the loudmouth would threaten to blow the store.
True that. True that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lock the doors.
If I met you in high school, we would have met in the library, we would have just given each other a mutual nod.
No, because this school in town, I literally walked in the library once and felt so uncomfortable I never went back.
Why?
There was just something in that atmosphere that my brain went, nope, get out of there. Because, yeah, this library was not... I only walked in there once, and that was because my whole class went in there to get a book or something.
I went in there. I got good with the librarian lady.
Yeah, I wanted nothing.
I got a free computer out of it.
What? Oh, that one?
Yeah, they were upgrading computers. Like, do you want this? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
I can play Age of Empires. And that's what I did with it. I took it home, installed Age of Empires, because I got it on the last day of school, like, freshman year. And I took it home, and I played Age of Empires for 3 straight months. And didn't talk to anyone.
Yep, alright. I'm down.
And watched Phineas and Ferb in the background.
Oh my god, get out. Fucking hate that show.
I actually watched 70s Show instead.
I still hate that show because that is your go-to show.
Show.
I'm angry.
Calm down. What's your go-to show?
My go-to show? I don't really have a go-to show.
You do. You just have a bunch of them. So don't feel like you have one.
Okay, name one.
Coupling.
I can't find that
Doctor
anywhere.
Who.
Okay,
IT Crowd.
You went to IT Crowd this last time, though.
Still.
You did it.
Pretty much any British show.
That's my cup of tea.
How relevant.
Throwing tea in the harbor here, man. But
I'll throw tea in your harbor.
I think my go-to... That's it, we're done.
No, we're not.
Shut the shit down, we're done.
She's ready.
We're done.
For tea throwing time.
Get out.
Whatever that means.
Get out. You're done.
I'm getting kicked out of my own stream.
Mandy and I are finished.
This is the chick only stream now because apparently I ruined it.
Yep. You ruined it.
That's stupid. I know.
No, Live PD is my...
That is actually your go-to
yeah,
show.
Duh. Oh my god, I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
I need wee woo lights in the back of
Wee
this
woo.
banner.
Forensic Files.
Forensic Files. We literally fall asleep to Forensic Files every night because Pluto is amazing.
Because of that, I literally, lately, the last 2 months, I've been having dreams about murdering people.
Super duper healthy.
Super duper dad. I'm sure Haley's gonna grow up like, I could get away with so many crimes.
Right? That's what she's in there listening to right now in her
Yeah,
sleep.
she loves it.
Suppose one of us should probably go check on her.
I'm sure she's fine.
I'm sure she's fine. She's got 2 blankets in a bottle. She's good.
Or
Parents-
just increase like the situational awareness when she grows up, and she'll just be like, I sense a bad situation, I'm gonna go that way.
Yep. Anything that helps.
They're gonna be like, episode 214 of Forensic Files. Run.
Yep.
Run.
She's just gonna have a total. What's your earliest childhood memory? Forensic Files. And
She's
we're
gonna
gonna
be-
pull you from the home.
She's gonna be addicted to adult murder porn way worse than we ever were.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
real
yeah.
though. I mean, you know.
I'm gonna start her on Bones the minute she figures out what TV is. For
Gr-
real.
That's great. I'm probably not gonna stick around for that.
What?
I've watched it too much.
You know
I've
what?
seen the whole thing like 3 fucking times.
Oh, get on my level.
I'm sorry, but it's just not my favorite.
Whatever.
What's my favorite crime show?
Bones is amazing.
Bones is pretty good. I think. Interesting. I would say Forensic Files is one of my best memories. Ironically, is when I wasn't with my wife. No offense. Was chilling with my best bud when I was living with him.
We have yet to see.
He's probably gaming.
Well,
He probably, you
what
know
the
how he
hell,
rolls.
dude?
He gets home and he's on it, man. He's probably playing WoW Classic if I know him.
Dude, I downloaded that game. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
You got a big screen to play it on now.
I do.
You gotta try a new class though. I don't think you like that race.
I need to finish with that. I need to level cap.
You're gonna get like
I'm
6
gonna go
characters.
through all of them and level cap, and then I might buy it. With the one I like the best.
Well, if you get them all, that's actually a good way to do it. You get them all that far, and then you can actually keep going and maximize your time.
Mm-hmm.
I suggest you try some other stuff. But best memory was his other half was out of town, and we're like, should we have a Lord of the Rings marathon? Nah. What's on Netflix?
Nothing.
Forensic Files collection. All right. So from, I'd say 11 in the morning till 2 in the morning, we watched Forensic Files and got pizza and just did that.
Mm-hmm.
It was legit. Shit was lit, man.
Yep.
Just shows how boring I am with people I hang out with, probably. But you know what? It was a great time.
Or just cash.
It was cash.
Yeah, right?
We were like,
That's your lazy Sunday.
Then we're
right
like-
there.
then it was 2 and we're like, man, we skipped dinner again. Well, we had dinner at 6, so we were hungry. We're like, Taco John's.
And I'm
Taco
pretty-
John's? Taco John's. You getting hungry again?
Six-pack and a pound.
Yep, it was fucking.
Ugh.
That was the life. It's still good now, but it was just a weird thing that
Chair is really squeaky.
I'm gonna
Hope
rock.
everybody likes
I'm gonna rock
that.
out just a little less here. But anyway, if there's I'll take this moment to thank everyone that's hung out this time around and in the past. We had a huge spike in viewers on Saturday. That was rad. So thank you. And Brawlful, it's cool to see you. I know you guys are always busy with your stream about this time. And your schedule always conflicts with ours, so it's hard to catch each other. So I appreciate you coming in. Really do. You the shit, bro.
Beej actually stuck around, which is nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you could stick around this long. Usually you're busy with kids and shit. So I get that. Life is life.
Life is life.
He's fine.
It's a thing.
We're not quite ending it quite yet, but I really appreciate. Just want to take a minute. If you guys have any suggestions or games you want to see us play or anything, just put them in our cute little suggestion box with the red banner underneath our screen.
Yes. Yes.
That'd be cool.
Always archived to the YouTubes as well.
Yeah, always. So we're gonna finish Spider-Man off. First, then Outlast, then we'll go from
You're
there.
gonna finish Spider-Man off?
Oh, no, I'm gonna finish Bagman off.
I love Bagman.
Ugh.
And Peter Tingle.
Leave it to you. What?
I like that.
You what?
Hashtag Peter Tingle.
Hashtag Peter Tingle. All right.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's Bagman, aka Sackman. Hashtag Peter Tingle.
Yep. The Bagman is the best. Khaleesi,
Go lay down.
you needy dog.
Forgive me, Spider-Man.
Nah.
Spaghetti
Spider-Man
hands.
enjoys it. His sense of humor
Well,
is
MJ broke up with him.
it's lonely.
It's sad.
He's stranger in the tubs now.
Strangers in the tubs. Got some popsicles in the cellar for you. It's fine.
Oh, should we talk about your little ice carving mishap?
Dude, go
On
watch
the
the latest
latest-
clip
Oh my god.
on Twitch. That's all I could really say.
You want to talk train wreck? That's
that
it
was quite
right
the
there.
train wreck. That is the height of oh my fuck. Jesus Christ.
Totally worth it though.
I'm telling you, ladies' night, they always carve an ice dick. Why wouldn't they? I mean, that's a fair assumption,
Yeah, sure.
isn't it? I'd say so.
Dude, my grandfather used to do the ice carving in town. He was really good at it. I know. But
Okay. That's not what I thought you were going to say. Probably the best. Heavy sigh with disappointment mixed in. I'm doing my job.
you're killing me, dude.
Dude,
Dude.
Girl. Seriously. Anything else anyone want to talk about? Anything in media? Anything you want to elaborate on in the news?
I don't watch a lot of news.
Oh, in the comment section, I wanted to say, I almost forgot. If you have questions about us in any way, we may not answer them if they're too personal, but leave them there and we'll archive them to answer next week.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a fun segment.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So ask away. If you have questions about games, our thoughts on games, mechanics in games, we could talk about that stuff for a long time.
Yes.
So we're down for questions. So if you can think of any, even if they're joke questions, I don't give a fuck. Put them in the thingy.
Your sense of humor is something else.
Oh, yeah, well,
Machuca.
it says a lot about you, don't it?
Joke. Shut up. Will
This should
you
be a
stop,
drinking
dog?
Go lay down, doggo.
Drinking my ice cold coffee.
Can you go outside?
I guarantee you she doesn't. Because every time she does this while we're streaming,
She only does this while we're streaming.
I let her outside and she just stands there and stares at me like I'm stupid.
Go play with the drapes, dog. You're not a cat.
I give her food and water and she looks at me like I'm stupid.
Yeah, well,
You give her the slightest bit of attention, she looks at you like you're stupid.
I don't know quite what she wants.
And she's staring at the back of your chair like, you should know. She's drilling holes into the back of your chair.
She's a driller.
Yep. Comes from a mining family.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Anyway, yeah. If you have questions now, you could ask them in the chat too. We'll I guess that's a thing. I mean, if you have something you want answered now, if you come up with anything, go for it. Ask. Do it now.
So what are our plans for Black Friday, actually?
I might have to go to Ace and get some tools for work. And I do want to pop by Walmart and pick up RE2 if we got the dough for it, because it's only $20.
Okay, what about that there Elgato?
We'll see if it's on a Black Friday sale at all, anywhere. And if it is, we will order it.
Okay.
I think that's the next thing to get.
Yeah.
And then cameras on the back burner for a minute, but the Elgato so we could stream and make a very pretty overlay and layout on OBS. I'm very excited to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to do it. It's part of the fun. So then we could just stream everything appropriately and pretty, and then we could when we do get a camera, we could overlay and have fun. You could see my hand movements if I had a camera, but I'm really excited about it.
Watch you jump on them scary games.
Yeah, you can see me poop everywhere. Thank God cameras don't have noses.
Yeah. You ain't kidding. It's a terrible time.
Yeah, she was really mad. She threw my underwear away. Spooky's
Your
house.
racing stripes are disgusting.
Remember when we said we wouldn't share personal information? That's out the window. It's gone.
Who even thinks?
She's never going to clarify if she's kidding either, and I won't confirm either. Draw your own conclusions.
Yes. We're like that book that has no ending.
Yeah. The never-ending story, if you will. That's a movie.
Mm-hmm. Never seen it.
That's okay. It's a weird movie.
Sure.
You ride Fulgore.
It's a what?
You gotta ride a Fulgore.
I don't
He's
know
the
what that
flying
is.
dragon in the movie.
Oh, you get to ride.
They made a Fulgore you can ride. In Britain.
I'm so confused.
That's okay, it's for the best.
Okay.
No one has questions, huh? Come on. Drop them. Drop them like they're hot. Come on. We got something that we're curious. Like our thoughts on inventory systems or something.
What is your favorite inventory system?
My favorite inventory system is a classic one where you either have a little highlighter selecting blocks or one that is probably, I would say, in the current RE2.
Earl Grey for him.
Earl Grey. What about you guys?
Jasmine.
Peppermint.
We need to buy Jasmine tea.
Yep.
Okay. Yes, that's our
Failing
favorite
is a
tea.
host.
Honey, Britt,
Absolutely.
Mandy,
A little bit.
none for me.
Sugar.
I like my tea like how I like life, bitter.
I like my coffee like I like my men.
I like my tea like I like my wow.
But you didn't like coffee. I don't.
I like my tea like I like my wife.
Bitter.
Bitter.
Alright.
I like to drink my I like my tea like I like my women.
So,
tea
okay,
tea crunchy.
Let's talk about temperature of liquids. So we go through
Human
a coffee house.
body temp.
If we go through a coffee house drive-through, we have to ask for kid temp for this mofo. Because it's too hot. I can't drink it yet. It's gotta sit in the cup holder for 20 minutes.
It's
and then I can
actually
drink
only
it.
about 7.
No, it's not.
Why are you yelling at me? Why are you adding me
Because
about
I'm
this?
salty.
Why?
Because it's fucking coffee. That shit is supposed to be scalding hot, burn your taste buds, put hair on your chest.
I get it. You're more manly than me.
This is like going to Brewster's Cafe in Animal Crossing.
Really?
Yes. I'm not even joking. The Animal Crossing community will get this.
Apparently, we're an Animal Crossing real life meme.
Alright.
Back me up, guys.
Alright. I'll go for that. But no, seriously.
Yeah, see? Brawlful gets it.
Okay, but seriously though, why you bitch every time that your coffee's too hot?
I actually
you never
stop bitching about it because you always fucking at me about it.
don't even.
You
Just
get all
stop.
extra about it.
I do get extra about it because you're annoying about it. Cause we'll get the coffee.
It's so good.
I'll be drinking mine just fine.
And
You'll take a sip and you go, oh, that's too hot. I can't drink that.
I actually don't even take a sip anymore because you always fucking comment on it.
Whipped cream cools it down just enough. I'm just saying.
That's true. I guess I could do whipped cream. I just don't like whipped cream in it.
That's
I like the bitterness. So we get extra shots every time.
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Where you can get
I can have my coffee and drink it too.
Get fucked.
You can order.
Get tucked.
Seriously though.
Get lucked.
Kids temp
Get pucked.
in a coffee house. I get that for a 5-year-old, but a
What are you giving your 5-year-old
26-year-old
coffee for, you fucking weirdo?
Hot chocolate. When you get your kid a hot chocolate, you ask for kids temp. So
I've literally never asked for kids temp though.
okay, but guess what?
I like to let it cool down.
Guess what?
Then I can swirl it, get the perfect stuff going in it.
You know what's weird? As a barista, I've never been asked for kids temp that I remember.
Really?
I'm not even joking. I'm like, this is a new concept for me.
So
but
this coffee
we had a
house.
flat rate temperature gauge we were supposed to meet.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
This coffee house right here on the corner. When we take the kids to it, we ask for kids temp, so that she doesn't burn her mouth. Kids temp is a thing.
See, I just have patience.
No, you don't. Don't lie.
These are interesting questions.
Ooh, I like this one. Spirit animals.
I like how she's like, get liquid creamer, comma, like, end of conversation. Like, you dumb idiot.
Cut,
Fair.
dry, paste.
Yeah, I mean, that's not inaccurate. I just don't want to bring liquid creamer to me to the coffee shop. It ruins it, but it's fine. It's fine. You're right.
So no,
It's a weird thing I do.
Creamer.
no. So you know what you should do? Make your coffee at home. Go get your Starbucks caramel macchiato or your white chocolate mocha because you're a basic white bitch. get your liquid creamer, make your fucking coffee at home, and take it with you. That way it's the perfect kids
I feel like you're adding a bunch of steps for what a simple solution I already found is, which is let the coffee cool down for about 10 minutes.
But by then, it's all the flavors sunk into the bottom.
That's why I like to take the first swig after it's cooled, and then I like...
But you can't swirl it enough to get the shit to the top to make it taste good.
But it brings it up just enough to keep the... It brings the... You just don't get it, man. Alright? You don't fucking get it.
Panther.
Mandy, what's your spirit animal?
Curly. No, I'm just kidding. That's my favorite thing. Probably a dinosaur. I'm pretty predictable.
Which one?
Or actually my...
Do they count as animals?
What?
Or are they more reptilian?
Well,
I guess
still like
reptiles are animals.
We're animals, you motherfucker. Don't
Phrasing,
even.
dude.
Don't even.
Fucking keep it
no,
PG
but,
here.
Okay.
Nickelback thinks so too.
What?
Nickelback thinks so too.
Right?
Yeah. You pick
Or a
weird songs.
hammerhead shark. That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty
Okay, yeah.
Pretty badass.
good. What do you guys think?
Jellyfish.
You pee on stings to make the pain go away.
Hashtag train wreck.
How about this? What do you guys think my spirit animal is? Since I'm the fucking one that's being like added tonight.
Oh my snack.
Kendra set you up for that freaking punk.
You are Khaleesi.
I am not Khaleesi.
You are Khaleesi.
That's a dog. I'm not
You
a dog.
are needy at the worst possible times.
I leave you alone when I get
You're
the hands.
constantly pawing.
I'm not.
You're always hungry.
That's true.
You are Khaleesi. For clarification.
I'm gonna ask Mandy because she doesn't know the things I do every day.
She's dying.
Okay.
She needs 10 minutes to catch her breath.
Fucking KO'd, man.
I'll cool my coffee while I'm at it.
Oh! Oh!
I'm kidding because
Fucking
I do
shade.
need my coffee cool.
Hug your spirit animal. Yes.
I am.
This is my spirit animal.
I'm a wolf.
Shit, no.
If I had a.
You're a garbage disposal. So, okay, I guess a wolf. Alright. They eat trash. You're a trash panda.
Is that good? No.
Do you know what a trash panda is?
Yes, I was referencing Guardians of the Galaxy and you just fucked it up.
Oh, my bad.
You fucked it up.
Table
I'm
flip.
still on the coffee. Like.
Table flip.
What's happening? Flip!
What's happening?
Flip!
No one knows. No one knows.
It's so funny, like, you have, like, spirit animal, and they're like, oh yeah, my Patronus. I'm like, no, it's different.
That is different. That's very different.
Settle down.
Settle down. That wasn't the question. Jesus Christ.
Favorite book?
Ink and Bone
There you
by
go.
Rachel Kane. It is, like, a trilogy. I think it has, like, 4 books now.
Yeah.
Check it out. It's fun.
I think Kendra's got those.
Very
Kendra or
nice.
Mark, I can't
What's
remember.
your favorite book?
My favorite book is unfinished. My favorite book is Heller.
It'll never be finished.
I know!
That book's been unfinished for like 8 years now.
It's salty, man.
Dude, she's having a hard time. She
I
posted
am.
about it. She said she's having a hard time finishing it. Let her finish it. So it'll be good.
You know what?
Her author that does
Yeah,
that
the
book.
author that does Heller,
Shout out to the author of Heller. My
Yeah.
wife wants you to get it done even if it's garbage.
Come on, JD Nixon! I need closure!
It's probably not garbage. Just will you please finish it so she'll stop fucking bitching about it?
Shut
It'll
up.
be fine. Don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's my
she,
favorite book.
Posted on Facebook in like 20...
It's 15 or some shit.
Yeah, that she was having some rough times and was working on the latest installment.
So why are you adding her about it?
'Cause I'm salty.
She's going through some shit, bro.
Right. But she's been going through some shit for how many years now?
Maybe it's been really rough.
Things get better.
That's right.
See?
Speaking of which, one of my favorite bands actually released a new album, and it's super cute. I don't know, like last time I heard them, it was like 06. It was a long time, guys.
Really?
But it's Megan Dia, Happy Sad. It is adorable. You should
Yeah.
check it out.
That's a weird nostalgia fun thing for you, isn't it?
Super cute.
That's awesome.
Precious.
What's my favorite book?
Me
Rushed.
Peter Tingles.
Rushed by Brian Harmon. Right?
Yeah. And you
Okay.
still haven't finished that latest installment.
No, I keep forgetting to charge the Kindle thing.
He's not listening to you.
Who's not listening to me? What's happening?
What?
Who's the only he in the room? We're sitting over here with our side couch jokes, so just throw me that green thing and call it good. Moving on. Ouch, not that one. Bullseye. Not both. Favorite movie, speaking of Bullseye,
What's your favorite movie?
I would say
If you say Daredevil,
your
you
spirit
can get
animal
on
would
my
be a
house.
wolf. Yeah, okay. Yup, see, needs attention. Needy
Told ya.
bastard.
She's got my back, bro.
Needy bastard. Oh my god! What is wrong with you?
You
Gone now.
you raised me wrong.
It's falling into the fucking black hole. Oh my god.
Reach, lady.
You're ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What's your favorite movie?
I asked you.
You said speaking of Bullseye.
first.
Yeah, me. I don't have a fucking favorite movie. I don't know. I have a lot of good movies. I have a soft spot for Martin Scorsese movies. And Scarface. And holiday movies. Because I'm a bit of a softie. And shut up. And
I said favorite movie.
I don't fucking
Not
have
movies.
one. What's your favorite fucking movie?
Breakfast Club.
Okay. Mandy, what's your favorite movie?
Jurassic Park.
Okay. What's my favorite movie? Like one I would stop everything and watch.
Yes. Oh, don't deep sigh at me.
Probably The Godfather. I always, if it's on, I watch it. I think that's a safe bet.
Okay, in our 6 years, I don't think I've ever watched you watch Godfather. I don't think I've ever seen.
No. You're right. Okay, let's be realistic. I love The Godfather. I will stop everything to watch The Karate Kid.
Yep, I agree with that. I agree.
The
with
80s version, of course. Daniel San.
That. Yeah, that is definitely.
I will. If it's on, it's on. I don't give a fuck. It was on the other day. I started watching it.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch it, I'm like, wax off, and she's like, fuck.
I'm leaving.
Like, dude, it's the perfect 80s movie. It's hard. I know that's arguable with you because you and I like lots of 80s movies for real.
But we grew up watching very different 80s movies.
Well, that's not true. I grew up with The Breakfast Club too. And that one was one of my favorite movies.
I'm gonna
Top
go
tier.
with Motocross. You've watched that way more than Oliver and Company.
How many times have you watched Motocross since fucking Disney Plus has been out?
I know of at least one.
How many times have you actually watched it now that it's been out?
I know you did.
Tell me.
You did
I want
watch,
a number.
You did watch Oliver and Company a lot, but not enough to break the VCR or the VHS tape.
Did you do that Motocross?
Motocross was not on VHS.
They didn't have it. Well, some of them come on VHS. That one didn't.
So no, anytime Motocross was on Disney Channel,
It was on.
it was on, or she recorded it
Okay.
to be able to watch it at a later date and then leave it on the DVR.
Well, I saw it.
Until Mom got mad enough to delete it because there was no space for her shows.
So how many times have you actually watched Motocross since you got Disney Plus? Give me a number right now. And be honest. There's no shame here. Trust me, there's no fucking shame here.
Want to bet? There's shame for you.
Why?
Cause you're you.
Kendra, it hasn't even been out a week yet.
Oh my god.
It's been out for 6 days.
Will you stop, dog?
How many... Okay, what else have you watched the most on Disney Plus? I'm not judging you, I just know you're a super Disney fanatic, and I'm curious to see what you watch the most of.
How many times have you watched Wizards of Waverly Place? Or Jessie?
I already know you started with Hannah Montana, so don't even try.
Oh my god, I hate Hannah Montana.
I know you started with that.
Ouch.
No shame, it's fine.
What all of you...
What have I watched? We talked about it. I
We
watched
did.
Peter Pan. We watched Up. I've never seen Up.
Mm-hmm.
Up was cute.
I watched Up for the first time
I
since
really
since we got Disney Plus. So that was awesome.
Yes.
That was a good movie. And Inside Out we watched 3 Pixar movies. No, 4.
Yeah, you watched, what, Toy Story
3.
3?
And then we watched Brave. I watched some Brave.
I started Brave and then I left.
I fell asleep during Brave because it was early. Me and the baby fell asleep watching Brave together. We were tired.
I know you're all like walking out of the living room. Will you log into Disney Plus so the baby can go to bed? I'm like, it's not for the baby.
That's bullshit. I walked straight into you.
Have not watched that yet.
Okay, it's on my list, and I'm getting there. Now there's 2 episodes, so I feel like I can start it. So I will watch The Mandalorian probably this week or this
probably
weekend.
should go listen to the soundtrack.
If the soundtrack's stellar, that makes it all the better. So
I'm not weirdo.
Speaking of Space Cowboy, I'm really excited for Cowboy Bebop on Netflix.
Oh, really?
The live action. They got the guy, you know who plays the main guy, Spike? The guy from fucking Harold and Kumar.
What?
The Asian guy, yeah.
Oh my god.
That guy's awesome. He's a good actor.
He is. I'm not disputing that.
It is. I bet it is pretty good stuff. I'm actually pretty excited. I just wanted to wait for a couple episodes to come out.
I did not know they were doing that. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome.
It's a series. Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
I'm excited.
So, speaking of soundtracks, I'm that weirdo that goes and puts Pandora onto Hans Zimmer radio.
That's not weird, though.
But see, the ones that I tune into the most, because I block almost all of it out while I'm working on something, the one that my brain always focuses in on is Requiem of Dreams. I don't know why, but that one...
That's really weird considering you tried to watch the movie and you couldn't watch it.
I couldn't watch it.
You found it unwatchable.
I have no idea why, but that soundtrack is just...
amazing.
Yeah.
No, it totally is. Like,
I was that one annoying kid that listened to that on loop in my high school days.
Okay, so I'm not as weird as
No,
I thought I was.
I have a similar thing. I started a Lord of the Rings Pandora, and it plays a lot of Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
And it plays Star Wars. I also have a video game soundtrack channel too, so I mean...
I'm not gonna lie though, I do skip the Game of Thrones.
Oh, well, we listen to that so much.
It's
overplayed at this point, you know. So, you know, we'll have to watch The Mandalorian. That's on the watch list, you know. After we're done singing to our childish shit.
Well, so
I actually had you log in to Disney Plus in the bedroom, by the way, when I laid down with the baby, so I could watch Big Hero 6, and I have no shame in that.
Big Hero 6 is a pretty good movie. I'll give it that.
I love Big Hero 6.
Yes.
Cute.
It's cute.
Coot.
Ba-la-la-la-la-la.
So, let's figure out what... I watched Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, Oliver and Company, The New Lady and the Tramp, both Brother Bears, Motocross, and now Hannah. Oh my god. Do you even work anymore?
You go into a total different direction than we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we've watched this... Of course, we've had kids over and stuff, but, like, for real, like, I could name pretty much everything we've watched. At least, Inside Out, Toy Story 3, Brave, Up, Mary Poppins.
Yep.
Chim Chimney, Chim Chimney, Chim Chim Chiroo.
Yep.
And...
Maybe do you have your phone ringer up? I'll call you so that everybody can hear your phone ring.
I don't have my phone. It's in the kitchen. Pogo, go check him out on YouTube.
Dude, Pogo is amazing.
He's a beat king, man.
He's so good.
He does Disney stuff. It's amazing. Anyway, what else we watch?
Beauty and the Beast Christmas movie.
Yeah, you watched some without me here. You watched the Christmas, like your guilty pleasure Christmas special. And
First thing that played on Disney Plus because I had the kids was Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure I noped out of the room because I'm over Frozen.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I watched 3 Happy Arrows and some old weird shit that came out. And Britt walked in on when I was in the weirdest part of the whole thing, and she's like, "What the fuck are you I was watching Fun and Fancy Free, right? And there's a story about Bongo the bear, and he gets all horny for the chick bear because he gets in the wild for the first time. And it's actually narrated by some old 50s Telecaster, and she has this old school voice, and it's recorded on a record. Holy shit, Kendra.
Wow. How do you have time to watch all this? Okay, go let your dog outside and get your phone.
Alright.
She's driving me nuts.
So, that it came in when the bear smacks the other bear, and she actually accidentally smacked the wrong bear, because that means they like each other. And then it started singing about how different animals make love in different ways. And Britt walks in and she's like, "What the fuck are you watching?" And I'm like, it's not bad. It's
just because it's a Disney movie does not mean it's okay. I'm sorry, but
Little
Disney-
Mermaid penis covers.
Whatever.
Khaleesi, come on.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
spaz. Come on.
That was rough. Holy crap. No, so what was the other one? Oliver and Company is on Disney Plus. Hold up. I didn't see that on there. I watched Kim Possible.
Man, impossible. I gotta catch up.
That was my
That was
ringtone
awesome.
for the longest time was Kim Possible. And then I switched it to Zelda. Navi. Gotta have that listen when somebody sends me a text because I ignore it quite often.
It's not.
But yeah. But what was the other? Stay up until 3 a.m. Oh my god. I thought midnight was late, man. Like, it's 11... Khaleesi! It's 11:45 and I'm, like, starting to peter out, man. Doesn't help that the kid gets up at 7:30. And I'm your basic white bitch that if you don't get enough... Like, I have to get, like, more than 6 hours of sleep.
Right, like my body actually just shuts down now. Like,
Yeah.
darn.
Yeah. If I don't have a pot of coffee in me by 9 o'clock, I'm not surviving.
Caffeine addiction is a thing, guys.
Dude, it is.
Take
Oh,
it easy.
you're alive, doggo.
Really?
The ever so quiet brown dog. You're not allowed on my couch. Your stupid mastiff mouth gunks up the arms of my couch and I have to scrub them. Like, if I don't put stuff on this couch before we go to bed, she'll just get up here and I swear she just smears her lips all over the arms of these couches. They're so gross.
Mom won't mind.
Oh, Mom does mine quite a bit because I am sick and tired of scrubbing them. I need to invest in some couch covers. Oh, now you're going to make out? That's gross. Thanks for that. You guys are nasty.
Doggo's life.
Hurry up with your phone so I can call you and these weirdos can hear your weird ringtone.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, you kind of have to be in the room for me to call you.
You're in the room.
I haven't left the room. You're ridiculous. Alright, this is Pogo. You ready for this? It's ringing, it's ringing, it's ringing!
I does what I likes and I likes what I do. I does what I likes and I likes. Thank you, most interesting. I does what I likes and I likes what I do. I does what I likes and I likes.
No regrets.
Right? So, Pogo is amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to show his work live because we didn't ask permission to do so.
No, we did not, but...
But go check out his channel on YouTube because he does a really good remix from Hook, the movie Hook.
Yeah.
That's really good, called Bangarang, not to be confused with the other Bangarang done by another beat master.
Skrillex.
The Skrillex.
No, I think my favorite from Pogo is There You Are, an original. My mom hated that song by the time I
Oh,
walked
he
out.
played it so much.
Every time I got in the shower, that was the first song that got played on that Beats pill and blasted out the house because I can and I will. She's the one that said, I don't care if you play music while you're in the shower. Alright, highest volume available. Even though it's literally right next to the shower doors. And
It's funny because it's
like,
a song that like reminds you of like a quest in an old school pixel game. That's
Yep.
exactly what it does.
Yep.
So it's amazing. It's really good. It's
So,
fun.
let's go back to Mary Poppins for a minute and talk about the dad. And what an ass he really is.
Mr. Banks.
Yes.
Agreed.
So what's funny about Disney Plus is you're rewatching these as an adult with a different mindset.
You are.
Mary Poppins is interesting because Mr. Banks is like a huge dick to his kids, right? And I knew he wasn't like ideal, like, you know, he's a workaholic. When you're a kid, you're like, whatever, you know. At first, you're like, Mary Poppins, she comes to like bring magic in because that's what she does. And it's more like the dad has a weird midlife crisis, and it's a little deeper than it's weird.
It was.
Weird. It's bizarre. We had some weird realization stuff with that stuff. Shake it.
Huh?
I said shake it.
Gotta shake the eggnog.
Shake the eggnog. Take that. Do whatever you want with that. But we watching Mary Poppins as an adult with a different mindset. It's funny because I watched Peter Pan with a different mindset. Realized that Tink makes me horny. More or less. I mean, not now, but like when you're a kid with like.
Spits out drink.
And then there's that scene where Peter Pan spanks her to get her dust all over the kids. Too. So put bang bang bing 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 bing. Spanks Tink for her dust for the kids. So Oh
my god.
Thanks, Disney.
I'm telling you, Disney is a pervert.
It's so true.
So Mr. Banks is a huge dick, and I actually really enjoyed watching that as an adult because I had weird memories of myself. Confession.
You guys have to watch Saving Mr. Banks to understand more of Mary Poppins.
Saving Mr. Banks is the documentary about getting the licensing for the movie I was telling you about that.
Right, okay.
So, yes, there's a lot of bullshit. What was the one, what I say? The one stipulation that the author of Mary Poppins had for Walt Disney to make the movie was, don't you fucking dare put in animation. This is not a story for animation.
And
Don't
what does he
do it. He put an animation sequence in and she was fucking pissed.
And I don't blame her.
No, that wasn't cool. I mean, it didn't take away from the story, but it did not feel like it fit in all the way either, you know?
No. I feel like that's a scene that you have to watch when you're really super high. For it to make sense.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay, you want to talk about crazy animated movies? Let's talk about Osmosis Jones.
True.
That's a trippy movie, too.
Or The Good Dinosaur.
Or,
we haven't watched it yet.
how
you guys
about,
It's on our
no.
list.
How about trippy movies that you have to watch while high? Dumbo.
Oh,
Pink
my God,
Elephants on
right
Parade.
though.
Who?
Oh my God, right though.
Oh, we watched Dumbo, too, and that's a trip.
That was so
I'm
creepy,
sitting here
Larry.
bobbing to it while I'm folding laundry and I'm like, hold up.
Yeah, he got drunk, and it went through a weird
Yeah,
thing, because he's
yeah.
a baby. I
In
mean,
The Good Dinosaur, the dinosaur and like the little like caveman kid, they eat fermented fruit and
Oh.
they trip. They're not even just drunk.
you
They
can just trip ball. That's fantastic.
You guys need to
We need
add that to your list.
We
of
will. We'll watch it
joking.
because it's on our list.
Good Dinosaur.
Mm.
It was so funny. It was adorable. But it gets super deep, guys. It gets super deep.
It's a Pixar, so I would imagine so.
Right.
What's a Pixar film without a few tears?
Inside Out actually really covered sadness and how you have to embrace it very well.
I cry every fucking time. I've only seen it fully twice, and
Yeah.
both times I'm sitting here fucking trying to man up, and like, I'm staring at the ceiling like, don't you do it, you be strong for your daughter, you bastard. It's fucking, because Haley's sitting on my lap looking at me like, are you okay, dude? I'm like, you'll understand when you're older. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm a fucking
I
baby.
have yet to decide whether or not she's going to be overly emotional or whether she's going to figure out how to snuff it all and be stone-faced.
I think she's gonna know when to be stone-faced, because as of right now, she's very emotional.
Well, let's talk about what she did with your mom tonight.
Okay, so she's starting to hold grudges.
Bad.
My mom picked her up and accidentally poked her in the head with her nail. And it hurt her, so she got mad at my mom. And she
Okay, so if you know the bond between, actually she aggressive, really. Actually, she wrote it about her dad in real life, and he almost got fired from the bank, and she tries to save his job, and that's why in the animation he's an asshole to his kids, because he almost lost his job. Well, yeah, because that's where the two penance comes in, or the tuppence.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know it's, like, biographical. I know that, in a way. It's just, I'm talking about the penguin shit, specifically. That was something that wasn't supposed to be in it originally.
Right.
And they added it in, and she wasn't happy about it.
So,
because it was supposed to be serious.
Yeah.
It's a serious story, funnily enough. It's it's strange.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird. If you do the research on it,
It's really interesting, actually.
it's very fascinating how.
Yeah.
So.
He actually did go into depth into a lot of his movies, but the final.
He kind of took away from the seriousness of the film with the animation sequence.
Yeah.
And I think it was a real tone killer in a way.
Yeah.
Because it goes from that to back to really serious with the bank stuff. And
And the minute they come out of that picture, it's raining and dreary and it's not a good time.
it's weird. It's just, it's weird in that way. And, go into that.
Yeah.
It's heavy. It's pretty heavy
it is
stuff.
heavy, in a way.
Pretty heavy stuff. Anyway, yeah, my mom poked Haley in the head and hurt her by accident. And
So,
she has a very close bond with all of her grandparents. So, when she did that, she actually wouldn't go back to her for about 5 minutes.
And when her grandparents are in the room, every last one of them, mom and dad don't matter. It is grandparents all the way.
Yeah, we don't matter. So watching her get mad and like recognize that she was mad at her was interesting more than anything.
Because usually she only does that with the two of us.
Yeah.
She does not shy away from the grandparents.
No matter
for any
what,
reason.
usually. So
Yeah.
that was interesting. I also.
Well, and your mom made a comment about how quickly she turned on and off tears until your mom looked at her.
Mm-hmm.
When your mom looked away, she stopped crying. When she looked at her again, she started
She
crying.
was letting her know she was upset with her. It's really.
Watching
I don't know
a
if other
child
parents get this fascinated with their kids when they're growing up,
and watching them develop emotionally.
but it's so fascinating.
nuts.
It's cool. It's really cool to see, and you can kind of gauge how your kid's starting to be. I mean, last night, I actually.
Khaleesi.
Last night, I hit her in the head with the keyboard, and she got mad at me. But she wouldn't go to mom. She let me know she was mad at me by crying on me, and she was like guilt tripping. Like I've hurt her pretty good. I hit her conk,
Yeah.
So she's like, "Ow, dude, really?"
I'm out smoking and I just hear her friggin' wailing. Her pain crying. I'm like, oh great. He threw her across the room. Come on now.
Yeah, it's funny how that. So she was mad at me, but she didn't want me to put her down. It was,
Yeah. I picked her up thinking, alright, mom's here to save the day. Finally. No.
Dad's gonna save the day from himself.
Yep. Mom is absolute chop liver when anybody else is here.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Dude, for real though.
She's like, I spend all day, every day with you. I have not had a break from you since, August? So, she's bored of me, to say the least. But, going back to Inside Out and the topic of emotions, Inside Out really covered sadness very well. And I like the fact that they had disgust in there. Envy. Disgust.
It was disgust.
Agreeable, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I call her Envy because she's green.
Yeah.
She's
But-
green with envy.
Just, ugh. That was a funny fucking movie. It was good. They've mixed humor in with that stuff pretty well.
Viewing... Oh, excuse me. The mom's characters, the main...
Her emotions.
Yeah, emotions. The main was sadness. Whereas you go to the dad's emotions, and the main was anger.
It kind of falls into some stereotypes, I'd say, with that, and it's funny how that works. Because what's weird is you don't see the dad mad once the whole movie.
No, but his main emotion is anger.
Right, so that must have shown... To me, that's like, hey, he conquered that, maybe. Yeah. I don't know, it's hard to say. And then you got, like, the dogs ones.
That was pretty good.
And the cat ones when they're
the
just
teenage boy was really good.
A girl!
I loved the end credits and how they just did like a ton of like random side characters. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, it was pretty funny how they dug into that too. So that's probably one of my favorite movies on Disney, honestly, because it covers some crazy stuff, and I cry like a bitch.
Which one?
Inside Out. Fox and the Hound, I cry like a bitch.
I think
Before
everybody.
Time.
Never watched that one. Any of them.
What?
Well, the first one's the only good one.
What?
The other ones aren't really that.
Of what?
Man Before Time.
Oh, the first one's the best one.
Yeah.
I still grew up watching the other ones, and the quality slowly regressed into garbage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But the first one, yeah, I cry every time. You know, watching your mom die, it's fine.
Oh, alright.
Mom, we gotta
It's
go.
so deep, but it's like, I don't know. Like I kind of like, I'm grateful for like the movies that do go that deep, because like, you know,
For
going
kids.
on with like Mary Poppins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, same with like video games. Like with I don't want like a product that's like dumbed down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's really realistic. It's like serious stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciated it. Plus dinosaurs.
Exactly. Always have them dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'll fucking cry all day at Land Before Time. I'll cry for a while.
Dude, everybody cries at Fox and the Hound too.
Yeah, well, not 2. This is the first one. Haha.
Aha! You're so funny.
Abandonment issues. Ho ho ho. Yay, abandonment issues. Yay, parental death. Bambi's mom got blasted.
Bambi.
And the dad's like, it happens, fucking get over it. Basically at the end. He's like, oh, I'm your dad, I'm here now. And he's like, who are you? And I'm like, oh, he went to go get cigarettes.
He went to the laundromat.
Yeah. There he's like, I guess I better go back. Mom got blasted. Shit. Hey man, Todd's mom got blasted in Fox and the Hound also.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part's not really sad as much as... Well, it is sad because it's... When Todd gets found, he's laying next to his dead mom because he's an animal, and that's what they do when that happens.
I like how they put the crotchety old woman as a fox lady, not a cat lady.
And she's only crotchety to the guy. Like, she's so sweet, and then the guy shows her out and he's like, you're Foxy and my chickens. And she's like, he wouldn't do that, he's an angel. And he didn't. It was an accident, but, you know. And then so she gets mad at him and shoots his fucking car. And he's like,
That's my kind of
yeah,
lady.
yeah. He's like, my radiator! Like, I watched the shit out of that movie and I was like, my radiator! That's how he says it. Why, you blasted female!
That sounds about right.
And he's like, you owe me, and she fucking shoves a gun in his face, and she's like, hold up, man. Give me my fucking fox back and we'll let it go. And he's like, whatever, I'm gonna kill that fox. And so, you know, he just waits to get revenge on the fox. What a fucking weird...
Because we got nothing better to do.
It's a fucking weird movie.
Yeah, let's analyze it a little bit more, shall we? Ruin the Disney magic.
Yeah, and then she abandons Todd for his own good, but he don't understand, so it's sad.
Well, no, you can't... Okay, there's a real life situation.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot abandon domesticated wild animals because they have no idea what to do when they're out in the wild.
But it's either that or wait to get blasted by the neighbor. So, you know...
Out of context!
She thought maybe he'd have a better shot. She's probably right. And then what's really sad about the whole movie is that his best friend, Copper, you know, kind of like Romeo and Juliet's situation, you know, kind of star-crossed, couldn't be buds anymore because of societal bullshit.
Yep.
And then later on they're like enemies, but they save each other at the very end of the movie. So they like nod more time,
they're
and
like
that's it.
They're like those best friends in elementary school that split in middle school and then come back senior year.
And they're like...
And graduate together.
Nod.
We were best of friends the whole time.
Right. Well, they don't even say that. They're just like, respect. Now we go separate ways forever. That's it.
Then starts college.
Then Todd gets laid. And he's like, that's fine.
Then there goes college!
It's funny, yeah. I mean, Todd marries and gets the family, and then Copper goes and he's like a work dog, you know, and so they go their own way.
I got the MHD and the PhD and the MDD and the ADD.
Pretty huge dick.
Freaking, yeah. He's that guy with a bunch of letters behind his name.
Mm-hmm.
They're acronyms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently we're going to add a segment, since Disney Plus is a thing, we're going to add a segment of Disney analysis at the end of every podcast because...
I like it.
It's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot to uncover in Mary Poppins about some bullshit. Don't be a workaholic because your kids will resent you, and they'll act out, and then you're gonna get mad at them because they act out. What are you looking at me for?
I'm just looking at you because you're speaking. Okay, I'll look at the screen. My bad.
I know I'm sexy, but geez.
Okay.
Anyway, so.
Let's get a camera and the audience can tell us.
Oh, I don't even want to know what they have to say because it's gonna be a fucking train wreck.
Hashtag train wreck.
Oh my god! And then you got Weird Bert. That's like Mary Poppins is back,
Mm-hmm.
and he's all smiling. Oh, his creepy Dick
How
Van Dyke
about,
smile.
what's his name? Cousin Albert? Or Uncle Albert?
I love to laugh.
Uncle Albert. Totally tripping and floating to the ceiling.
Yeah, but that happens to the head banker at the end.
Mm-hmm.
When they say that, when he says the joke to him that his kid taught him.
Yeah, and then he fucking died.
He didn't die.
Yeah, he did.
No, he goes back the next day at the park and he's like, "Yo, you
The
got your
old guy?
job back." Yeah, he's like, "You got your job back. It's fine because you made me laugh."
No, the old guy was not there. I promise.
Oh,
no, that was the
he
son.
dies and the son's like, "Oh, you made my dad
You
die
made
a
my
happy
dad die
man."
of laughter.
Yeah, so you can come back. It's fine. So remember, kids, if you get fired, make your boss laugh to death and you'll get rehired. That's the moral of Mary Poppins.
And always find a bag that has a never-ending bottom.
Exactly.
Let's talk about your recent discovery with Mary Poppins. The visual discovery.
Oh, you know what's funny is it's not really recent as much as I thought might have been nuts. And so, when you look at the scene when she first shows up, and she's pulling the stuff out of the bag, and they're doing all this, that part where they're cleaning the nursery, I think it's pretty common knowledge that they do a screen overlay, because they didn't have green screens back then. So they recorded the weird shit going on, and then they recorded the kids over the top of it doing their snap shit.
Dude, if it was that easy to clean my house would be spotless all the time.
I snapped by accident.
Yeah, right.
You know.
Your house is already
It's
clean.
just-
Oh shit, we just lost a wall.
It was one of those moments of
Guess we're
admiration.
renovating now.
Yeah. It was one of those moments of admiration for old film stuff, you know. So it was pretty cool. Cool to talk about for a minute while you're analyzing the movie. And I would like to point out, as an adult, I kind of ruin everything for myself pretty bad.
Yeah, you do.
Britt is annoyed by it sometimes.
Yes, I am.
I can't just sit there and enjoy a thing. I have to tear it apart. I blame college for that.
Sure.
Compare and contrast.
Well,
Yeah, right.
it's because I was going to school for literature, and what do you do in literature class? You tear everything apart and find symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
Symbolism. And all this other shit, this thing means another thing, and now I've never snapped out of it since I was 2/3 of the way get my degree in literature. So, I've never been the same since. It created an analytical / critical part of my brain that woke up and it never went away. So if I get too much like that, just say so and I'll shut up a little bit. It's fine.
This is the time to analyze because
Yeah,
this is
well,
what
I've always
this is
wanted to do
for.
an analyze channel for fun, and I mean, it's fun, but it makes me sound like a pretentious asshole sometimes, and I am aware of this.
We're all
We're pretentious here. Ugh. Anything else you want to analyze?
My life.
There's not. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that way too tonight. There ain't much to say about Brave besides, I'm testing social customs.
Yeah.
There at the end, and my mom's a bear.
Yep.
And my brothers are assholes. Like, what do you want? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dumbo. Don't make fun of those that are different because they're pretty special.
How the fuck does he end up in a tree after his little trip? I don't understand.
Dude,
that.
he was so drunk he was flying. That's what happened.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, that's how the rat, the mouse buddy's like, how the fuck did we get up here? And he's like, Dumbo, you flew up here. And then he's like, oh fuck, and he fell.
Okay.
You know.
That was about the time that Haley was pulling the clean laundry out of the hamper.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck me.
Yeah.
It was rough.
I stopped paying attention to the TV at that
So
point.
there you go. You know, embrace your uniqueness, kids.
Okay.
What else did we watch? Big Hero 6. Don't let loss and vengeance consume you. Okay. Cautionary tale. When your brother gets murdered, don't kill the person that did it. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but, I mean...
It also covers that further with the bad guy itself because he was consumed by vengeance.
Uh-huh.
What else?
Oh my goodness.
Kitty Chitty Bang Bang. That movie's a trip and that's it.
Only seen that once.
Yeah. She had never seen it and I made her watch it with me like about a year ago now.
Yeah.
I've only seen it once.
And it's a
How about
trip.
bed knobs and broomsticks?
That's a trip too.
Oh boy.
I haven't seen that for quite a while, so I couldn't dive into it yet.
I think
But
we're gonna watch that one next.
we'll have to watch that one too. Oh my god. Toy Story 3. Throw your shit in the garbage before you have a weird sentimental attachment that's overdone.
Yeah.
Said Ethan, who has a problem with that.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
my mentality is if I keep my toys, I don't have to buy more for for my children. And now that I have one, I feel like I could
She's
justify
playing with
that.
nothing but new toys. Look at our living room floor.
I know. I'm gonna start integrating. Well,
But see, at the same time, you're like, she's gonna break this toy. It's got sentimental value. Maybe I'll hold on to it.
So there's one set of things in particular that I want to hang on to for me, and that's my He-Man
Bed
collection.
knobs and broomsticks. I was waiting for it.
You've been staying up till 3 in the morning to watch movies?
You just now read that?
No, it's just I just registered it. It can't be healthy.
What time have you been going into work? 11?
I mean, I guess if you're doing...
Maybe 4:30.
I guess if
Anyways.
that's when you go into work, then that's okay. It's getting quiet and awkward. Come on. Give it to me.
Say the magic words.
Hi, Poppy.
Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh.
We needed a webcam.
Right?
Yeah. A lot of gold. Ugh. Our viewers will probably skyrocket if we get a webcam.
Yeah, probably.
Because,
Yeah.
Then we
I
get...
suppose I should probably, once we get a webcam, I'm not going to be able to dress in my PJs no more.
Actually, I would recommend that you just wear your PJs because most people do. It's better to dress comfortably than to dress uptight.
Fuck it.
I'm not saying you dress uptight as a person. I'm just saying that I'm digging a hole and I should shut up.
Let me hand you a taller table. Get it now?
So,
So at the beginning of this, I started writing a list of everything that we were talking about.
How many pages are we at?
We're not, because I stopped at nostalgia, and we really haven't left the topic of nostalgia, really.
It is fun to go back and analyze old shit.
It is.
Beauty and the Beast, Stockholm Syndrome Finds You Love.
That is a terrible movie.
It's good for you. If you're held prisoner long enough... No. Uh-oh. You know what the moral?
I heard a baby.
Yep. Baby's awake.
Killer baby.
Killer baby's awake. She's probably going to want a bottle.
The moral of the story for Beauty and the Beast is if you buy a bitch a library, she won't leave you.
Absolutely. Hey, dude, if you bought me a library, I probably would not leave you.
Yeah, because you'd be in it all the time. I would see you again.
Exactly. I don't know, what was your weird movie as a kid?
That I did or didn't like?
Both. That you watched on repeat over and over and over.
Oh, Meet the Robinsons.
I don't think I watched that
Oh,
one.
it's so cute. It's
Really?
disgusting. I love it. I love it so much.
There are so many movies that...
Where's your water? Did you have these?
I put it away.
Huh?
I put it away. Because we cleaned the table. For once in our lives. The kitchen's almost halfway clean, at least. I don't think I ever watched Meet the Robinsons. I'm sure Kendra has. I don't remember ever watching it, though. She watched a lot more Disney than I did.
Super inspirational.
Just the adorbs.
Yeah?
Yeah. It like brushes up into like Walt Disney. Like, oh my goodness, just add it. Add it with good dinosaur.
I was gonna say.
I don't want to spoil anything.
We got a wish list. All right, your most hated Disney movie or movie in general.
Oh goodness me.
Yeah.
I know I have one. Goodness gracious.
I don't really think I have a most hated movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a few things that it's like, oh, I could have done that, or like I would have done that, but like I don't have like a producer.
So anything that's got Brad Pitt, Matthew McConaughey, or Tom Cruise, I will not watch.
I can do that.
I can't stand those people. Same with Angelina Jolie. I can't do it. I can't do it. Don't even give me that look.
Who?
You.
Oh, I had people I hate to watch.
I know.
So, I'm not judging you.
I just, for some reason, I can't.
People. I actually said who mine was a couple streams ago. I can't remember who it is now all of a sudden.
So, what's that new movie that Matthew McConaughey's in?
Oh, Batman.
It is Batman. I will not watch it.
The rest of the cast is stellar, unfortunately.
I know. And if they would make a copy.
He probably isn't even in it that long, I would think.
But he is, because who does he play?
Two-Face. It's also unconfirmed who the main villain is because they have all the villains in it. The Penguin, Two-Face, Joker. I actually don't know if it's confirmed, but they have Catwoman and Riddler.
Did you see that Ben Affleck's Kingpin is trying to make a movie?
The Kingpin from the Ben Affleck Daredevil?
Mm-hmm.
What movie? A Kingpin movie?
I believe a Kingpin movie. He flashed across my Facebook the other day, and I kept scrolling, but he's trying to make...
The Kingpin in the Daredevil and the Punisher and the Netflix series was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Who was it?
I can't remember his name, but he looked just like him. He's
Really?
a big white guy with a bald head.
Yeah. So...
Crazy strength.
He's in Law and Order... was it Criminal Intent?
I think he was actually the original Law and Order. Was he?
Yeah,
the big guy?
Law and Order. So yeah, the big.
I thought he died.
No.
I thought it was the guy from Green Mile.
No.
It's the other guy, isn't it? I'm thinking of.
I think you are.
They're kind of confused. They're kind of interchangeable because they're both huge guys and they have a deep, burly voice. I can't think of his name now. You have to look it up.
I'm getting there. My phone's being slow.
Pastor.
Land my phone.
So, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm going to find to analyze this week. Probably a lot of stuff. You know.
Vincent D'Orofino. Onofrio.
Yeah.
He's 60 years old.
He's an old boy.
Yes. So, I wonder if I can find that article.
You know, I know Fisk, the Kingpin, has always been a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
But Terry Crews would be a good Kingpin. He's huge.
That would be fun. That'd be very fun.
I mean, Toy Story. Call me Kripke. Toy Story 3 was pretty good. But I don't know. I think 4 they're pushing it. Plus, I read the plot, and I'm not too happy with how the ending is.
So he wants a Kingpin in a Spider-Man movie.
Just Spider-Man versus the Kingpin.
Yes. Yes. So Marvel is looking into bringing him as Kingpin into MCU movies.
If they make him the next villain for the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, that's gonna be sick.
I think that's what they're planning on
because
doing.
they had Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio in the latest Spider-Man movie.
Right.
And I'm really excited to see that because Mysterio? Really? Like, that's a minor villain. Yeah. So, first they did Vulture, and they have so many Spider-Man villains. He has so many. I mean, he has the Sinister Six alone. I would love to see what they could do with Doc Ock nowadays.
So, the only issue to him playing out Kingpin is that he has Parkinson's.
Oh.
I did not realize that.
I didn't know that either.
So...
That explains his absence from the main media lately.
So, he has autism and dyslexia.
He has I guess he does, doesn't he? Again, and dyslexia?
Yeah.
That sucks. That's a pain in the ass to deal with.
I did not
Very
know
successful
that.
dude, though.
Yeah. So, he played Private Leonard Lawrence in the movie Full Metal Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
That was his very first major role. Interesting.
Was he the same guy in Green Mile? I don't think so. I think the guy in Green Mile did pass away.
Let me look at his...
Because he was also in that show on USA. Anyway.
Yeah, that was Criminal Intent. Law and Order Criminal Intent.
No, a different show.
I don't know what you're talking about then.
I can't remember
He
what
was
it's called.
2015 to 2018. He was also on the Netflix series Daredevil.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was Kingpin. So then I wonder if he was actually Kingpin in the... Hold up. Something's not adding up.
No, it isn't. What's our recording time at?
No, Kingpin was Michael Clark Duncan, the black guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that was in the Green Mile that died. You're right.
Okay.
You're right.
So it's the guy that played him
Kingpin in the Netflix series.
He's the new Kingpin.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
My
he did
mistake.
die. He did die.
Yes, he did die.
And that sucked because he was a good actor.
Yes.
So if they bring... I mean, they've been trying to... They haven't really tied together much of the Netflix MCU really with the movies. So, I mean, that'd be a way to do it.
Yeah.
And Daredevil was a good show. It was. Punisher didn't do so well, unfortunately. I haven't given it the time of day yet, and I should. But when Punisher was in Daredevil, it was really good.
Yeah, I think you watched that because
I watched
you
that
had
scene.
to.
Well, Punisher wasn't out yet, so I was watching the Punisher. Yeah, I was doing a paper for college on the Punisher in my fandom class, so that was a fun paper. I did really well. I got a pretty decent grade on that paper.
Dude, you know what is on Disney Plus that I have yet to watch? My favorite movie, actually, The Newsies. The Newsies.
And 10 Things I Hate About You.
And 10 Things I Hate About You, yes. Can't forget about 10 Things I Hate About You because I'm a basic white bitch.
I don't think that's accurate. I think that's a really good movie, though.
It is.
And The Newsies is actually Christian Bale's first big role.
It's a musical.
Yeah, it's a Broadway musical they made a movie of.
Yes.
If you have music, if you like musicals, it'll tickle your fancy. I would say. What are we at 3 hours already?
Yep. 3 hours and 1 minute. And it's 12:30.
I think it's time to call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that you listen to us babble for 3 hours about
That's
lots.
what a podcast is for, man.
So we'll be here next Monday again.
Well, we'll be here tomorrow to do Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then another podcast on Monday. Again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of Thanksgiving week, we are gone.
Yep. So we're gonna readjust the schedule
to fit in a Friday stream for Spider-Man, and then hopefully the last Spider-Man stream on Saturday.
That is right.
And then starting fresh December 1st with Outlast.
I think it's the 1st or the 2nd.
Whatever.
That Tuesday. With Outlast. So, we'll see what happens. Thanks for coming in.
Yes.
It was nice talking to you, Brothel.
Yes.
And Beej and Blue Dragon, as always. Thanks for popping in and hanging out on our podcast stream. I think it's getting some traction. I think people are having fun.
Good night.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. It was good talking to you again. It's been a while. I'll try to pop into one of your guys's. It's always so late. And either I'm streaming or I'm in bed. So I'll pop in on you guys. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. All right. Signing off. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.